Make us live. We are live. Hello, everybody. It's Monday.
You sound like Garfield, dude.
He did not.
What? Hello.
Does Garfield say it's Monday?
No, he just doesn't like
No,
Mondays.
Garfield is fat and likes lasagna.
Yeah,
I like.
He doesn't like
lasagna.
Mondays, dude. He hates Mondays.
because he doesn't have D&D.
Yes, because he doesn't have Dungeons & Dragons.
Yeah.
Therefore, if you hate Mondays, get a D&D table in your house and play Dungeons & Dragons. That's the only thing I can say. But hello, welcome to another episode of the Couch Cooperative. We are continuing through our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons 2nd campaign with the Storm King's Thunder. I don't have any announcements other than you better grab water, something to wipe away the tears, because yesterday was a rough one with jokes. So I can only imagine the antics will continue. So just prepare for that. That's my only announcement. I can't, just trigger warning, you'll laugh excessively. There you go. Without further ado, we can go ahead and it is not liking me today. So we can jump right in. So last we left off in the small town of Nightstone, just a small agricultural, just a farming town that's located southeast maps of Waterdeep had gone silent. The cause was unknown, but Waterdeep is overwhelmed with their expansion programs and they're trying to still rebuild in a lot of different areas that had been destroyed in this alleged war that had gone on along the Sword Coast and in the south, as far as you guys would know of it, being from the Savage Frontier, which is commonly referred to as the North. You had decided, our humble band of mercenaries, the Peacekeepers, had decided it would be best to travel to Nightstone and learn about what was going on. Not on contract, not under any promise of gold, but to be able to ensure that people were okay, and then 2, to be able to use that confirmation to get your business as adventurers back on track, as you guys had fallen kind of behind in being able to acquire jobs as of late. Upon arriving in Nightstone, you found it very eerily quiet. The lack of people was ever so present by the abundance of boulders that had been strewn across, as if Nightstone became the playing field for a game of marbles amongst giants. Now, amongst your searches, you found that goblins had come in and ransacked what was remaining. After killing a series of wargs and slaughtering every goblin you found, you arrived into the tavern. Well, Misery saw a woman hiding in the tavern whose name was Kella Darkhope, a human
lady
woman who said that she was new to the town and an attack had happened. Boulders had fell from the sky. Now, upon her companions arriving, that turned out to be only half true. While she was new to the town, her intentions were not to stay alive. It was to take over Nightstone and make it as a front for the Zentarum, the Black Network, one of the more secretive factions that are at play, an organization that prides itself in secrecy and covert operations, led by a man named Zulkin, this entourage that arrived, him and the Seven Snakes, just a band of mercenaries, just like yourself. The only difference is Kel is missing several fingers, and the Seven Snakes are no longer 7. So, after a brief combat had ensued, and many people had died, and Kella's life was put incredibly on the line, Zulkin had agreed to quit, to call it quits, to allow a ceasefire to be made as long as Kella was allowed to live. You were able to broker just that moment of peace, and had found that the remaining guardsmen of Nightstone are the only survivors that are still around. You met 4, so there was Sidiri and Torum, which were the 2 that you had prominently talked to, and then there was Alara and Kaelin. Actually, this one's perfect for right now. Upon meeting with them and burying the body of Lady Velrosa Nandar, who is the current reigning lord of Nightstone, your ever busy day got even busier. A small band of orcs small in loose terms, massively outnumbered you, arrived outside the drawbridge that you guys had recently raised. They demanded entry, and upon firing a few bolts in their direction and experiencing the fun of shamanistic counterspells, the sky began to rain. The heavens opened up and earthen rain poured heavy. Boulders dropped from the sky, crushing and splattering those few unlucky orcs that decided to be oh so fortunate as to stand in the blasting zone. What orcs remained with their sanity had decided it was within their best interest to flee, so they did so. But the human guards were left cowering in fear, trauma coming back at the sight of a castle-like tower floating in the heavens on a cloud. That was where we left off. And we begin immediately there. The tower begins to shift its position, its shade covering you all, darkening the area with kind of a sense of dread, not knowing if the boulders will drop on you next, yet the silence is deafening. Is there anything you guys would wish to do in the immediate?
We're in the tower, right?
You guys are in, technically you are in like the watchtowers that are by the gates, or by the drawbridge, but they're not big.
And the boulders are still falling from the sky?
No.
What?
No, the boulders have stopped. And that's the scary part. The silence is
Where's the
deafening.
tower?
Right above you. Directly.
How many survivors are there still?
Amongst you all, everyone, all of you guys are fine.
Yeah.
You and the guards, 4 guards. All of
The
you are
guards-
fine, except the guards are freaking out heavily.
Are they the
They're
only-
shaking. One of them is muttering incoherently, babbling in fear and trauma.
I'm going to open the drawbridge, and I'm going to say, everyone, leave, run, get away from this town. Get away from the tower.
Make a persuasion check. Go ahead and do so at disadvantage.
I don't know if there's anyone else though.
14.
What if there's more people?
14.
14. It appears as if they're stuck in some traumatic fit that they're not processing what you're saying. Like they stare at you, and and it seems like they're just unaware of your presence. Like they're that overwhelmed.
Can I slap one across the face?
You absolutely may. And as you go ahead and strike one, I'll have you go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Goodness.
Okay.
And I'll give you advantage with the slap.
Right. You gotta have that advantage.
Nice.
Plus.
These are guards. I'd imagine
17.
a hard hit would be a little bit more of a wake up. 17. We'll say you were able to get Sidiri back into recognition. You slap him.
Let's get the hell down from here.
Right. Men! And he grabs Alara and kind of, get the hell up, woman! Torum kind of starts to slowly pick himself up and grabs Kaelin, who's the one that's incoherently bumbling, drapes him over his shoulder, and they start to make their way down. That Varys, because of your passive perception, you notice in the sky that the clouds begin to shift. Not the clouds that the castle, this castle-like tower is on. Actually, it appears as if the shiftingness is coming from it and pulling off, breaking apart. Not enough to separate this structure, but enough to spell words in the sky. And you start to see the letters slowly form. And it starts, fortunately in common, you are safe for now.
Maybe we should have let everyone stay.
After that sentence goes, you see underneath it another line. I have come in peace.
Huh.
What is this guy talking about?
Can you roll an insight
Peace.
on cloud messages?
He just threw boulders.
No.
at us. Piece of shit is what he is. Boulders? That's not peaceful. You guys see this?
Do we see it in the sky too?
The words
Yes,
in the sky.
once he draws your attention to it, you do see the words fully formed in the sky.
How high up is the tower?
Oh, I couldn't gauge. But it's quite up there.
It was probably kind of hard to aim from that high in the sky.
Well, how the fuck do we communicate with the tower?
Wave.
We're not supposed to.
It's a great question.
What if they're not bad guys?
They just threw boulders at us. What do you mean?
Like, they hit the orcs.
Yeah,
They're
but
pretty
they
accurate.
hit the whole town.
Yeah, but they mostly hit the orcs.
I'm talking about beforehand.
They were orcs.
You see all the townspeople that...
Where are the guards? I want to talk to one of the guards. Let me walk up to them.
Okay, you go up to Sidiri.
Sidiri, the first time the boulders fell, were there orcs outside the walls?
No. It was just a normal, peaceful time. And they didn't do that. And he points to the words.
Well, that's
In
weird.
fact, the boulders came before we saw what was dropping them. And he looks up and he goes, but now that you mention it, this one's smaller than the one that came before it.
So there's multiple.
There's one.
The guards start rushing their way into the tavern.
I'll follow.
Yeah, I mean, do we want to follow? I want to follow. You guys, are you coming?
Sure, I'll follow. They look
We
like-
all go in the tavern.
Okay. You guys go in the tavern, and as you get through, you see Kaylin's like, and Torum walks up and goes, "Damn it, kid!" and smacks him hard. He goes, "Ah! Get a hold of yourself, damn it!" And you can see Sidiri's like, "Torum!" He's like, "The kid's gonna get people killed!" They're starting to squabble amongst themselves. You see Lara's like, "Now is not the time!" The tension is very present. Very present.
I want to walk up to the two that are the most tense right now. I want to put my hands on both their backs.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to kind of lean my head down into them and go, "Now, guys, I know that this is a stressful situation,
Big ass Minotaur.
but there is no enemy that Tyr has not trampled. With his power, we will get through this."
Make a persuasion check, and I'll give you advantage. I won't tell you why.
Oh, it's gonna be an 18 plus or a 18 plus 18 plus 1 is 19.
Nice.
You see Kaelin slowly look up and reach into his shirt and pulls out a symbol to Tyr. He goes, "Tyr protects.
Yes.
Tyr protects."
Hell yeah, that makes me so happy. So please stop our squabbling. I'm gonna push him away, and let's put our heads together for this.
What a fucking great Minotaur. He's a good guy.
He's very good at calming people down.
Yeah. Which is surprising.
You see Sidiri at this point kind of looks to you all and goes, I'm not going to lie to you. This is just well outside of my pay grade. I signed up for this duty to deal with keeping a small town safe from goblins and banditry. So any suggestion you have is under significant advisement.
Then worry about what you can control and leave the rest to us.
The mysterious wisdom of a sage. But you're right. It's practical. Alara sprained her ankle coming down the tower, so I'm going to take her up and at least make sure that she didn't break anything. Yes, the tower is yours. Scream if you need help. Torum, make sure Kaylin's ready. Make sure you both have weapons, and if anything happens, that you're out there. He's like, "Yes, sir." Kaylin kind of shudders. And, "Yes, sir. Yes, sir." You see Sidiri as he's walking up, and he's got Alara like held. more so kind of like holding her and walking her up the stairs, and she's limping. He looks down and goes, "Listen, guys, when we are done with this, we'll take a much-needed vacation. We'll go somewhere. Rest, for sure, okay? Just push on. We'll make it through this." And then walks up.
I'm with that.
What is everyone's passive perception? Just for my memory.
2.
Your passive perception?
Mm-hmm.
It should be 10 plus your perception.
Oh.
11.
Yours is 11, so
Yeah.
you don't hear it. Ultra?
Mine is also 10.
Wait,
10?
it's plus. Oh.
I knew that.
So what is it? 10 plus what?
10 plus your perception
oh,
modifier.
So 13.
13, so you also don't hear it. Varys, you hear Sidiri whisper, not to Alara, but obviously has her held, so you just hear him whisper, "May the gods help us, lest we be damned," as he's walking up. It's like an exasperation of almost like defeat or fear. And what would you guys like to do?
You're the only one that heard it.
The tower's still, or the island's still above us in the sky?
Yeah.
The tower is not directly above the tavern anymore, but it is almost immediately above the gates. Has not moved. If you poke your head outside, you'll notice it has not moved. The letters are gone. Has not moved. Do you guys go outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As you all step outside, knowing that the tower is almost immediately in view, you do see a hooded and very hard to see figure standing amidst the clouds, staring down at you. The wind billows with his cloak. He stands armed crossed.
Would my message reach him?
What's the range of message?
Pretty far.
For like 1,000 feet.
200 miles. What? I point in a direction. If you can hear me, stop eating your meat. What? Because all you have to do is point.
It's only 120 feet.
No, you cannot message.
How far can a crossbow bolt go?
Great question. Depends on the crossbow.
The ones that they had, that they were using.
They had light crossbows, so if we have a player's handbook on. Huh?
Like some crossbows can get up to 1,200, right?
No.
I'll tell you what. I have a heavy. Where's it at?
What's the range of that?
It's
Yeah.
120, I think.
Can I?
My longbow is a max range of 600 feet.
Yeah, so that's going to be roughly. And longbows, I think, are shorter. I think.
I don't know where
No, longbows
huge.
are. I think longbows are potentially longer because they require you to pull back and fire, whereas crossbows are projectile fired. Crossbows just don't. I don't think crossbows put you at disadvantage if you're fighting underwater. I think that's part of the nature of their projectile.
So how far up is the
Thanks,
tower,
D&D, for making life hard.
then? Is it more than 600 feet up in the sky?
Crossbow would not be.
No.
Oh, the tower. That's a great question. You actually would be able to hit it with a longbow. It just would be a disadvantage if you're going to attempt that type of a shot.
Because we could. I mean, we
Does
don't really
anyone
have
have a
other means to
longbow?
communicate, but we can
I
write
have
like
a
a.
longbow.
We can write a note, tie it to the arrow, and just pray that we hit the tower at least, so that we can try to.
As you guys are like kind of scrambling and coming up with ideas, you see the figure with one hand kind of pushes the hand out, and the clouds move with him. And as that happens, you see more words pull out from the base of this structure and begin to form themselves.
While he's moving his hand around, can I see like the skin or like kind of get an idea of like?
Make a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah, it's gonna be. You gotta have some good eyes for that. So.
So that's it's a 17.
17. It looks like it could be a lighter skin tone, but shaded. It's really hard to pick out from the distance with that roll.
A lighter skin tone, but
Definitely not dark. You think the darkness has to do with the distance, not the pigmentation. You think it could be a lighter skin tone. You just can't really tell, so it looks shaded. Maybe like think like grays, like navy blues, like some of your like mid-dark to not, but lean maybe more light. A lot of different options, but you can't tell. I know that didn't really answer the question, but wasn't high enough of a roll.
Do it again, dude.
But as the words begin to write themselves,
Look again.
you see you have every right to distrust me.
Okay, yeah.
And
Next.
After a moment, the second line begins to form.
I can't send a text back yet, man.
I am friend.
Bro, this guy's powerful though.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
After a moment, you watch as parts of the tower, or parts of the clouds begin to descend, forming a
Staircase?
stair-like structure that this being begins to walk down
Oh.
oh god.
and begins getting closer and closer.
Right.
Roughly
I thought
300
we
feet away, you
were
actually get to
gonna
see
go up.
very, very easily that this figure is towering above you.
Is he God?
That's a good call in the beginning of not knowing who this is, but no.
He came from the clouds.
He did come-
The sun and stuff.
Right.
I'm gonna,
sorry, dear.
I'm gonna sink into the back of our group.
The skin is a stone gray. There's white, wispy hair, a long beard that is just along the underside of like the chin that goes all the way down. So he doesn't have like any of the cheekbones covered in facial hair. It's just like that lower edge of the jawline that goes really, really far down in this wispy white beard. And then a series of kind of like that old man like side cut that only goes all the way around because there's a bald spot on top, and it's all this wispy white smoke. His ears are gauged, these massive gold rings that are gauged into his earlobes. As he continues walking down, the face is creased, wrinkled. A scar runs amongst the left eye going up in the direction of the skull. He is in a very tight-fitting set of robes that billow, but they're very tight around the neck, kind of like a turtleneck. That is a kind of like a dark blue, gold outlining, and the iconography that surrounds it is a series of all the celestial bodies, so stars, moons, suns, that are a gold color, and they're pinned pretty much all over the place. And this giant descends to the point where he is within roughly, we'll say roughly like 50 feet would be a good one. 50 feet of
Literally
you
a
guys.
giant.
Before he
Have we ever
speaks. You have seen a giant before, not this type of giant. The giant that you have seen the giants that you have seen before are smaller and fatter. This one is very tall and very thin. That could be due to age. He carries a giant staff that he kind of leans on as he is closer to you. Looking down, he begins to speak in giant. Hello, small folk. Doth thou understand words that I'm saying?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Little small one.
He said, do we understand what he's saying?
Me no speako, he does.
He switches to common. I guess it would be fair to speak in a
Thank God.
smallkin tongue.
Thank you.
We prefer the word midgets.
You are all small folk to me. After looking at you for a while, he begins to nod his head. Do you mind if I step down? Allow my old weary feet to kiss this blessed earth.
Do not mind at all. Just, I don't think we have a choice. I mean, you could do whatever you want.
I know what I can do. I don't use my overbearing status to impose myself amongst you small folk with no consent. But he begins to descend. Touching onto the ground, you see his feet leave these big impressions that are light into the ground, but his feet are big. And he starts to hobble over and walk towards you. The portents bade differently. I didn't see this fully, but I can confirm that you are a match.
What? What are you... What? What are you talking about?
The sky. He reaches with a hand up, and you see clouds begin to kind of move around with his fingertips. The sky is a repository of knowledge. Having witnessed the rise and fall of your civilizations, the birth and death of gods, the woes and the weals and the triumphs and the cries of civilization and history, you small folk are not knowledgeable in the ways of communing with the clouds, but fortunately, I am. The portents of the cloud visions have shown me much. Oh, but where are my manners? I am Zephyros. He looks around and goes, it seems Samsuria's had her fun. I'm sorry you small folk had to endure her wrath. It is always a travesty when the sky begins to bleed rock. But it is a way of my people.
Why do you attack us? Why do you send rocks down on civilization?
I did not do no such thing. In fact, my boulders are over there. And he points across the bridge. I'd be happy to move them. I'm sure they're definitely in the way. If a humble cart wanted to make its way inside, it could not. But I assumed the orcs that were outside your... whatever we can call this place now, were threatening. So I thought to deal with them swiftly to gain your attention.
Sure. We appreciate.
Now, as for my people, we like to rain death from the sky because we live amongst the clouds. Welcome to the way of the cloud giants. May you not be blessed with further interactions, but I fear, unfortunately, that is not within your future.
But why
I have a question that's been begging upon my mind. The clouds are very accurate. They're very descriptive. They tell me everything, and it tends to happen down to the detail. But there is one amongst you that is missing.
We're missing no one.
Don't you disservice him like that?
If it was meant to be, it was meant to be. He's gone.
She is gone.
She's gone.
That does not bode well for portents. I don't know what to make of that. I will have to commune with the clouds.
Do we know what that is?
Who amongst you commands?
I pat you on the back and I kind of bust you in the front line.
Sorry, he has dementia.
That would be me.
Zephyros walks up to you and kneels down, trying to get as close to you as possible. The figure, now overbearing in size, being almost immediately in front of you. You are a wizened one.
Yes.
Seasoned with age.
Very seasoned. 700 years.
We're not too far off, you and I.
So you've seen everything get built around here?
I was not present for it, but I've
In
watched...
the sky.
I've watched your kind create and destroy and rebuild for quite some time. In fact, I've grown fond of watching it happen. I think
It's
from what I was able to divine from the clouds, is something similar to an anthill. I hear the nobility of certain cities keep these enclosures of tiny insects that are similar to you in regards to me. Tiny little beings. Well, you're not even the size of my pinky. So yes, I would have to say. And that is why a lot of my kind kill yours.
Because it's easy.
Well, why?
Yes, unfortunately. And I personally don't respect the acquisition of what is easy. I think hard work and determination and centuries of diligent studying has proved myself to be more respectful and respectable than some of my kin, but unfortunately the giant kin would disagree with you. Seems might makes right amongst them.
And what if we kill your kid?
I'm sure the world will keep on moving. The clouds care not for who they carry over.
Well, what answers are you looking for?
Not answers, solutions. You are not a question I'm here to get answered. You are the answer to my question.
Are we part of some prophecy?
Well, not that
Not a-
important.
You're more important than you think, Masked One. No, not a prophecy per se, just... The clouds speak of you, and I dare not deny them.
What the fuck does that mean?
You see,
Talks to the clouds.
We can't be killed. We're invincible.
my kind have been... What's the greatest way of wording this? Becoming more active as of late. To be honest, it's been quite... what's the human term? A living hell to understand. To say the least. The giants don't know what to do with themselves. But unfortunately, this is resulting in their aggression being directed towards your people. There's another town that's going to be attacked. I don't know when, but it's not immediate. The clouds have pressed that much.
They're doing it because they're bored?
I fear not because they're bored, but for some that also might be the correct answer.
Waterdeep's only a little bit to the north.
How do you communicate with these clouds?
He puts a finger to his temple. By opening your mind to the messages that write themselves between the ley lines. The world is ripe with knowledge. It is unlocking that knowledge that is the proper question.
Has their word turned out to be true before?
They have never failed me. They are a constant in your world. Clouds either rain, they're either dark, they're either light, they're either present or they're not. But clouds are never things that they're not. Clouds are clouds, and the clouds do what clouds do. They have remained a constant since you were a wee baby.
I will take your
He leans
word.
in. Baby is still the term for it, right?
Yes.
Kev,
Good.
But refer to me as a Zazen. That's the new.
he's a young Kev.
I can't wait to get to YouTube.
Kev,
Sorry, that was insensitive.
young Kev.
He looks around at you.
What does he say?
He speaks very high pitched. He looks around at you. And looks back at the wound in the middle of Nightstone where the Night Stone has been taken. And it seems that some of the giants are on a quest for things.
What is the importance of what they stole here?
Honestly, no clue.
Who took the dark
It
crystal?
could be completely nothing. I know the giants from under mountains care more about finding certain items, but looking around, it wasn't the under mountain giants that came, the ones bearing flames and death. Oh, these were my kind.
Do you not get along with the rest of your kind?
Was that ever so present? I'm a lone hermit. I've broken off from my kind for quite some time. I care little what the rest of the giants do. The giants have come and gone. But clouds have remained a constant.
And they talk to you as well.
They don't talk. Clouds don't have feelings. They don't have words. They
speak to you.
That's an archaic way of putting it. I commune with them.
That's what I said.
No.
What?
It's less of speaking and more of divining the realities of things yet unseen, yet uncovered. Clouds of tomorrow are, I guess in your words, speaking about what is to pass. Because while the clouds don't tell your cities when they will rain, but the clouds know when the rain will come.
Can't argue
What?
Hmm.
No, I was just talking to him.
What?
Am I that terrifying?
that. You're pretty damn big. You could step on us any second.
That is fair.
I already pissed my pants. I don't know if it's the age or
He casts prestidigitation. You feel a warmth slowly leave your legs as the urine is cleaned.
I appreciate it. I feel a lot better.
You said we were the answer to your question?
You're the solution to a problem.
Solution to your problem. What does that mean?
That I fear I do not know. I know you are to find people of importance, but all I know is that my role in your glory is that still the term that the humans use for, like, people.
Achieving victory.
No. Yes, that same term. It's so glory. Yes,
Yes.
I've seen so many terms rise and fall. Like your language evolves much more than you do. My part in it is more of a carrier than anything else. I am to simply take you from this place to another, but the clouds did not divine urgency.
I don't go in clouds.
There is something left for you to do here. Your task is not completed, otherwise the urgency would have been pressed. My job would have been to have immediately carried you, but that is not the case. Clouds do not speak to that. So you are not done.
Cool.
What have you left to do?
The village people need to be saved. They might be hiding in a cave somewhere.
And he starts pulling in clouds kind of around him and pulls it into this orb kind of in front of him. And he slowly, as the orb is put in front of him, he grabs his cane and like picks himself up.
What?
It's a big ball, by the way, and the ball of clouds gets windy, so all of your cloaks and clothes begin to kind of billow, and some of you have to kind of just put your hands out for a moment. It's like, think helicopter blades, but maybe not that severe. He very slowly forces his fingers and his hands into this sphere and starts moving his arms, you can see. After that, he closes his eyes, and with like a pained expression, the eyes open, just a milky white haze. And his head locks up. And he's speaking giant. You can understand him, Poltra. Oh, clouds, tell me, where are the rest of the small folk? Help me guide them where they need to be.
Oh, he's doing some magic for us.
After a quick phrase that he mutters out in this incantation, the sphere of clouds and this wind kind of flies out all around you.
Does it make my fur kind of in the wind?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because I want to woo if it makes my fur kind of go back, you know.
You see debris
like a puppy
fluttering.
like a puppy with his head out the window.
The bit of Kella's hand that's still laying on the floor just flies off into the distance. The wargs that you've killed fly off. The dead orcs outside, the bits that are not covered by boulders flies off.
This is clean.
And debris and everything, like everything carried, like the wind is forceful. And
Cleaned it too.
Like the end of a car wash.
when it's done, you...
It's like the end.
What? Is that the end of a car wash? Yeah, disadvantage on the next roll. Bullshit.
What?
No, fuck you, buddy. Yeah, it's not
I don't
the
know,
end
it's
of a car
you
wash.
ever
You just,
see-
you just ruined my divination with the clouds to a car wash?
I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
okay.
bro. Like if
You get a one roll disadvantage for that.
You ever had something on your windshield and then you get to the end of the car wash and it gets annihilated by the 1,000 psi blow dryer? Just saying, dude. What it probably
You
felt
did my
like.
clouds dirty.
It's probably what it felt like.
After the explosion of wind flies around you, and a single clap ends. While it's thunderous in sound, it only ends with just a little wisp of clouds. Just he kind of scoops that up like this little ball of like cotton candy almost. Small for him. And the color begins to come back to his eyes and I know where they are. The villagers you seek. They are in a cavern of dripping water. South of here. 1 mile. There's multiple ways to get in, so you do not need my assistance to get into these caves. It is inhabited. What I could see were lesser folk.
Or less than that.
No, you are small folk. I don't know. Lesser folk tends to be for not giants, but close. Like you. You're a lesser folk.
Orcs.
Orcs, yeah.
Oh no, they are small folk.
Oh. Then what
They're
could be in
bestial.
Not
I can't
orcs.
tell for certain. And then a wave of
Spiders.
black tar and liquid, and
What?
it was
Spider
pain. But they're there. Only a mile south shouldn't take you too long to traverse.
No.
I will be up in my clouds when you are ready to return. If I'm taking a nap, please make a loud noise. I'm a light sleeper.
Will you leave the stairs down for us?
No, the stairs are already gone.
That's what
I'm just gonna bring them back down.
But like, how do we
How
tell
do
you
we
we're
know?
here?
You don't knock, though. No,
Or we just
you just
yell.
if I'm not awake. If I'm taking, it's only if I'm taking a nap. Sometimes I have to take a nappy nap.
We are really bad at timing.
Respect
Okay.
the nap.
The clouds did not press that there was urgency. I'm sure there's urgency for you, but the care that you small folk provide for each other is ever present, ever growing, and never ending.
I don't live 700 years.
Your kind never have.
He does.
His kind have never lived painful lives. And they've been blessed with a level of immortality.
I kind of gave you like a snoof out my nose.
Okay.
And
Well,
you said south.
so
South, a mile.
with the water, multiple ways in.
He looks at you, Misery, kind of like eyes you up and down. You look like a sunrise. And walks away.
What did he just say?
You, ma'am, are a sun.
I think he likes your
Excuse
colors.
me? My clothes?
Like a sunshine.
He likes the color of your skin. Pink and yellow like the sunset.
Right.
He's already halfway up the stairs and he's walking his way up.
Hey, wait!
No, I have to get back up. I have a book to read.
Well,
Does he go up like an old guy?
Yeah.
Like one step at a time.
Not one step at a time.
He's like,
Yeah, but it is slow. It's a slower process going up than it was coming down.
Well, that's fair, man. It's a lot of stairs to climb. Both ways.
At that point, you see Sidiri open the door. Is it safe?
Yeah, I know that guy's pretty cool.
What?
The giant man. How'd you miss him?
I didn't. I wasn't asking whether or not what you said happened. I meant what the hell do you mean by that? That he's cool.
Oh,
I saw him down here with you.
There was another Castle Cloud thing. It was one of his ex-race people. Another cloud. Big guy.
all of the cloud giants.
That's the one that threw all
They
the
had
boulders
their own
everywhere.
flying castles. It was a different castle that dropped the rocks on you.
So we have to be now afraid of every cloudy day?
Not his castle.
Because there could always be another castle?
Well, as
No,
long
no,
as there's
no,
a
no,
castle
no.
in the cloud, yeah, I would.
He apologized.
That's just common sense. If there's a giant floating castle, maybe don't be under it. Personally.
I kind of give you a.
what the hell?
I give you a snuff. I'm like,
Hey, a guy from 700
Alright.
years. I know a thing or two about floating castles.
Yeah, I don't get 700 years.
Listen, old man, I won't question you on that one.
No.
I appreciate that.
I want to walk up to that guy and kind of like just get like right by him in the shoulder and be like,
Sorry, this guy's an asshole.
and then I'll go back and do my own thing.
He's the nicest one here.
Well, pretty nice.
Yes, you are.
Oh, I didn't say you weren't.
We're all nice
Look,
guys.
me and my men are on edge. What did he tell you?
Hey, oh, he said the other people are south. What are we standing around for? Get your men, get your women, and let's go. Let's save them.
Lara's in no condition to travel.
Well, then
Her
leave
leg
one
is
person
leg's
in.
fully broken.
We need
I
someone-
can't leave just one
A couple.
because
Two.
my thought would be to leave Kaylin, and if I leave Kaylin, then I'm gonna have to leave. Torm.
Does lay on hands fix bones?
No.
Ah man.
So I could go, but if something happens, it's my watch. I can't just leave my men to be killed.
Alright, we're not gonna force you to do anything.
Just lower the gate for us. And open
Absolutely.
it back up when we come back.
Absolutely. Torm! We gotta lower the drawbridge.
Thank you, Torm.
They go and lower the drawbridge, and you guys are able to walk out.
Yeah, with montage music.
I don't
Stepping
know
over-
what I've been told.
Stepping over crushed intestines and popped eyeballs
Yikes.
of orcs that were left
Oh god.
Nice to
defenseless to the raining earth.
Hey,
You begin to travel south.
Is that a liver? I think that's someone's liver.
It's actually a pancreas. They look similar to you, but it's been 700 years since you've seen the inside of someone's body.
That long?
Don't take that the wrong way.
It's just dust, man.
Well, you're a cleric, aren't you? Yeah, that means no sex.
No. Just means no fighting people. Not all the gods declare a vow of chastity.
he's
I imagine only a
love
few would.
cleric.
Very few.
He's a love.
I've
cleric.
rolled this dice 4 times and I've rolled 2 nat 1s so far.
That's what you get. That's what you get. Dice are trying to tell you something. As you guys travel south, you're able to find a series of hills. In fact, it's easy knowing that you have to head in the southern direction that you're able to find where the tracks redirect from the tracks that leave the gates of Nightstone. You're able to follow them until they immediately begin to start moving in that south direction. And it takes a while because the franticness of the departure was so sudden that you see footsteps going in a variety of different directions before they seem to have gotten together and then continued moving onwards. Now, as you follow the tracks, It takes a few hours before you arrive at these hills. Searching for an entryway takes you roughly another full hour. You find a series of entrances. You find two. One is at the base of the hill on the west side, which is connected to a stream. And you find another one on the east side, but it's a wider tunnel, and it just gently slopes downwards.
Which one do the footprints lead into?
The footprints do not lead into that entrance.
The first one?
Into neither. There is, what you can also tell is that there is a gaping cave mouth on the south face of the hill, topped with pine trees. That's where the feet go into.
I say we follow the feet first.
So I want to follow the feet and go to those pines.
Yeah.
Okay. How would you like to do so? We just walk them in? What's the marching order? What are we thinking?
Do you think we should be careful about this? I mean, he said there were lesser beings in here.
Oh, everything lesser than him. That could have been anyone.
Shh. But they weren't
We need
people
structure.
we're looking for. That's sure, but the enemies most likely.
I pull my maul out, and I just look you in the eyes. I say,
Do you want me in the front or in the back?
I don't like the idea of enemies.
What if I can go in there, invisible or something? Maybe scope it out a little bit, let you know what's going on.
Are you sure?
Put my maul back.
I'll be able to get out if I need to.
Can you see well with all the bandages on?
All I'm going to say is I have dark vision, so I'll see fine.
Well, before you go, take this.
And I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on you.
Nice! Which ability are we enhancing?
Dex.
So you're going to give him the gift of, I think it's what,
I'm
Cat's
gonna be a
Grace?
springy boy. You jump like 90 feet, dude.
Yeah, Cat's Grace.
Cat's Grace.
You have advantage on dexterity checks. And you don't take damage from falling 20 feet or less if it isn't incapacitated. Oh, if you aren't incapacitated. So you can jump 20 feet and not take damage.
Hell yeah. Like a cat.
When do you start to take damage? Normally 10 feet?
Yeah, every 10 feet is a d6 of damage. So it's saying
Unless
for
you're like me, then it's 1 foot.
it's a quick
Stairs.
If you're like him, then it's a trip up the stairs that causes a broken femory. I almost just said femur and femoral artery at the same time. Don't be like me. Don't add 17 words into your head. Okay, don't do that. So you're going in alone, Nephis?
Sure, but
Okay.
yeah. One thing I'd like to do before I go in there. He said there were beasts. I'm sure their scent is quite swell. Is there something maybe you guys have that I could mask the smell of me with?
I don't know how it smells. Cinnamon.
Yeah, I don't got jack shit, dude.
Are any of the dead orcs close by still, or are we far?
We're a mile away.
Oh, you're a mile away.
You don't smell it.
That is a negatory.
Is there any? Are there any animals
Nearby?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, I'm going. Fuck.
I don't know who you would do that with, but
Does anyone have prestidigitation?
it's a wasted joke. Damn it.
The giant did.
Fuck.
You removed your piss.
I'm going to.
Unsoiled buckets.
Ethan, once I cast invisibility, because I don't want anyone to see me do this,
Yeah.
I'm going to roll around in the dirt.
I would do that before you cast invisibility,
You
Because
think
then the
so?
dirt would go
because the dirt would cover you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I would
You
say,
smell like everywhere.
Spots everywhere.
we're just spitballing ideas here. He said it was bestial, lesser
And you do have advantage on your
ones.
stealth checks.
There's bestial, lesser ones on
What
the side
for?
of that.
His Cat's Grace, you just blessed your dex.
Dogs don't tend to like their own poop, bro. If you Kind
You want me to rub myself in
rub
dog
yourself with
shit?
some poo poo, dude.
Yeah, but then
Come
you're
on,
small,
man.
strong.
Wouldn't be that bad, dude.
I'm gonna
Just
rub.
fart on him.
I'm gonna. Please don't.
I think you're overthinking it.
Don't watch. I'm not. I'm being precautious.
Do you really want to roll around in the town?
I'd like to be alive, yes.
I don't think anyone's gonna notice this.
How many
It's
beasts?
a cave. It smells like shit.
And I'll smell like fresh meat.
You could rub yourself against me, dude, and like I could shed my fur on you.
I'm going to rub
Well, then
myself.
he's rolling in the town.
I'm gonna pick up dirt on the ground and start rubbing it on my clothes.
Okay. Grab some dirt. Start rubbing it on you. Gets on your robes, making them nice
For
and
like
dirty.
for like 5 minutes, I want to make sure that like
Yeah, you get
I'm
dirty.
covered.
You are a
You
dirty,
went to the
dirty
beach,
wizard.
dude.
and
You are
then
one dirty, dirty wizard.
I hope you have backup bandages. Those
Oh.
are ruined.
I'll see you soon.
Dirt and all the towels.
Invisibility.
Ruined.
Okay. As you cast invisibility, you see the enchantment as he pulls out. You can see because your spellcasting focus is on a ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and is on your right or left hand?
Sorry.
Left hand.
It's on your left hand. You can see he kind of clutches onto his wrist as a gemstone that's embedded into his ring begins to glow, and as it glows bright enough, the arcane runes begin to kind of appear around it, and he begins to start using the somatic components and the hand gestures in order to create the invisibility. It covers over him, and Nephis' appearance disappears. Now, Nephis, fortunately for you, we have a battle map that we get to place you upon. So we're going to go ahead and fill in this battle map. You are coming in from, fun fact, your side of the table.
How nice.
Very good.
Katri, can you do me a favor? Can you go ahead and put these two giant, beefy characters on both sides of the fire pit?
They're
What
gorgeous.
the fuck are those?
On both sides of the fire pit.
Are those giants?
Those are women.
No, that is
No, they
true.
are.
They are females.
So
Those
they're
are
great.
females. Yep. And put him in between,
Maybe
facing. No,
giants
no, no.
have
Yeah,
distance.
yeah. No. Yeah. No. Okay, this guy. Put him on the brown line on the fire pit.
They're raiding him. Oh god.
Lay him down flat if you could.
They have them like how like they
And the brown boxes.
prisoners.
Okay.
No, wait,
A
actually,
person
it's their
per
food,
box.
It's their food storage.
Stuck in your cages.
You see these little like outcroppings that I have that surround the cave? No, not the boxes, the other. Well, don't put two guys in one cage, dude. Come on, they're not
I've never
rude.
seen two guys in one box.
Motherfucker. I try not to. Thanks. On those little ledges.
These?
Yep.
Hey, that
Put two there. Nope. Two on that one.
What the?
Two on that one.
And these are cages?
Those are wooden cages. Yeah, I'll explain everything more in full. Two on the one over there.
Are they cooking them on like a
Jesus
spit?
Christ.
Yes, they are spit roasting him. And we're gonna actually put this guy over on that one.
They're so tiny.
That guy over there.
Nani? Over here?
Yep. Perfect. So, Nephis, my friend, as you begin making your way through the tunnels of this cavern network, which, by the way, it's really just a small tunnel, not too long for you. However, as you make your way in just enough, you begin to hear the voices first.
Spin, little man, spin.
You hear the creaking of wood, the crackle of fire. You begin walking in further, and you hear chanting in Goblin. And mixtures of different chittering and chattering and laughter. You hear another deep, booming voice as you enter into the room and see a series of ogres who have a dwarf tied amongst a wooden spit roast and are beginning to twirl him around.
How much longer till the dwarf man's good to eat? I'm hungry, knob. I want to fill my tum-tum.
You see the ogre responds,
You, Owen. Be patient.
I'm going to...
Dwarf takes a while to cook. Then he's good for Tum Tum.
While they're talking,
Yep.
I'm gonna head over to this entrance.
Okay.
Does it look like there's more cave that way?
There is, yeah. That specific pathway that you're looking at looks as if it goes into a weird, like labyrinthine connection of like tunnel spaces. So you don't know if they go into dead ends or whatnot, but it spiders out.
Do any of these big guys look like a leader in comparison to, or more powerful?
None of them look as if they're any more
Powerful than
in
the other?
control than the rest. Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, the three ogres themselves look to be in unison.
I'm going to back up this way.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Crown of Madness.
That will drop your invisibility.
That's fine.
You're okay with that?
Well, I feel like I'm deep enough in this little hole back here
No.
that no one will really see me. Is it dark here?
No. They have a giant fire illuminating the room.
Okay.
This fire is big, so it does create quite a space for them.
Okay. So if I go back here and I like lay down, that would give me I feel like a fair amount of cover from like because these guys are the only guys that could really see me from right there.
Yeah, that would be all you have to worry about.
And covered from dirt, right? The hell?
Yeah, that could be another element. that
I'm
you would
going
have
to
consider.
go for it, and I'm going to make a stealth roll, laying down on the ground while I'm invisible first.
Okay, you don't have to roll for stealth when you're invisible.
Okay.
To not be seen.
Okay. I'm going to cast Crown of Madness, and once it is casted on this guy, I'm going to go invisible. Or, sorry, that's not what I meant to say. I'm going to roll a stealth check.
Okay.
We're tempted.
I guess we will see how this goes. We'll let the dice decide how this works out. So, you cast the Crown of Madness. You're putting it on the ogre directly in front of you, and I know I have to make a Wisdom saving throw, I believe, in order to avoid the effects. What I really want to know first and foremost is if Crown of Madness specifies a target type. If it affects humanoids specifically.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Are they not humanoids?
I am going to get that classification for you in just a second, but I do not believe so. I'm just making sure I have the stats pulled up. So look at his wisdom modifier, or her wisdom modifier. No, they are considered giants, so this would not work.
Fuck.
So we will need to come up with a different plan. So fortunately, you are still invisible for the time being. But this is why we ask those important spell questions, boys, so I don't kill you on accident. I'm not saying I would have killed you, but I don't accidentally kill you on
Are
accident.
these all enemies?
Yes, everyone in the room except for the guys in the boxes are not friendly.
Okay, well, what's down this tunnel further?
That's a great
And these are,
question.
like, ledges.
How long does invisibility last? An hour?
Hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Toutre, can you go ahead and do a favor for me, please? Can you set a timer for 50 minutes?
15 minutes.
Sorry, guys, you guys have to wait. I'm kidding.
No, but I'm going to give you as much time as possible, but we're going to keep it realistic. So this will help you know when, because I would imagine as a person who casts invisibility,
Yeah.
that you have an idea of when the spell is getting ready to end. So I'm not going to try to, for lack of information's sake, cuck you with getting you caught in the middle of this room full of ogres. So we're going to try to be fair there. So 50 minutes, is it started?
Yeah.
Good. So going down this labyrinthine network of tunnels, which by the way you guys are still kind of outside, you can tell that the cramped network of caves is definitely not a space for the ogres to traverse. You imagine it is more so for the weaker members of this, of the inhabitants here, the goblins. And you don't see anyone in the current area that you start walking through, and you arrive at a little like dead end, and after curving back around, you see like two small pockets of empty space that are filled with a series of what appear to be non-combatant goblins. So other goblins, they appear to be either old or sick or young, not goblins that can fight. And it seems to be where they spend their time. This does appear to be a goblin-infested cave.
Do they look like they fought at one point in their life?
That's a very difficult question to ask with goblins, because normally when they fight, they die. So if they have, they're very lucky. In fact, you might consider these the best of them.
But they're goblins, right?
Yeah, their lifespan tends to be pretty short. Not by common cause. normally by bludgeoned or axe wounds, gunshots, fire, every other thing a D&D party can come up with. Death by acid, death by
But they
snake.
can get old, is what you're saying.
They can. They
Is
get
that-
old
is-
for goblin's sake.
Is that the only thing that's in here?
It's the only thing that you see just amongst those little pockets, so I'm just giving you the opportunity to interact with that if you so wish. Otherwise, you can keep moving.
I'm going to. Are they like sleeping, or are they just standing there?
Some are, not all.
How many are there?
At the current moment, you see a total of 5 in the first little outcropping and 4 in the second outcropping. They appear to be taking care of each other. They're not posing a threat. Their threat would be more so in their numbers, but not even really, maybe even then. But they don't notice you.
Are they doing their own thing? Like,
Yeah, they're minding their. Well, I mean, they have no idea that you're there, but yeah, they're just kind of minding their business. One's like sharpening a small stick.
okay.
Not to harm anyone with it, but you imagine it's a young little goblin boy and he wants to stab frogs with a stick. I don't know.
Is there a deeper tunnel?
There are a few other tunnel ways you can go down, if you so choose.
I'm going to go a little bit farther.
Okay. Moving down this tunnel space, you find 3 additional little pockets that are full of these small groups of goblins. You do see some of the goblin women, as well as some of the goblin, again, more goblin children, older goblins as well.
Any infants?
Not any infants. You don't know if that's by design or whatever that may be. But what you do eventually end up at, and the smell notifies you of this before you see it, is they have a refuse pit. So
What does that mean?
they're potty space.
They're straight fucking animals.
Smells.
Well, they are goblins, and they do live in caves, so I find it hard to have running water and a working outhouse. So you make do with bone piles.
I'm gonna leave this place.
Sure. You go back to this area here.
Are they still fucking with that dwarf?
They are still spit roasting him, yeah.
Wait, he's dying? He's
He's
dead?
dead.
He's being cooked, yeah. Oh, he's not dead.
He's
Okay.
not?
No, he's just being, he's locked in fear.
Dwarfs have that
Okay.
solitude.
I'm going to get over here. And can I see my friends from out here?
You can't see them, but they're just a bit further down. You can get to them in time.
No, dude.
I'm going to go this way.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say,
dwarfs the best.
um,
the most time.
I'm gonna message
I mean,
I'm gonna message our leader,
Varys, okay. So
Varys.
Varys, you get a message.
and the message is going to say, when you hear the commotion, everyone run into the tunnel. And then I'm going to go over here in the middle, and I'm gonna cast sleep. And so the dice says that I have to roll 5d8 to see how many people I can knock unconscious.
No, you roll 5d8 worth of damage, and you start subtracting it from the creature with the lowest hit points in the realm of the space. I don't think it's wide enough. I can promise you, if you put it on these ogres, it won't. I doubt it'll get even 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
I'll just be honest with you.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
But like, you can knock out those 2 fools.
Yeah, you can even get 1 if you rolled max damage. Just wouldn't happen.
I'm going to.
Well, the dwarf is the lowest HP.
He would have the lowest HP, so you put him to sleep first.
Are goblins humanoids?
so he's not self-
Goblins are indeed, I think. Actually, I think they're considered goblinoids. I'll get that classification just real quick. Let me pull up their stat block. Come on, browsers. Stupid tabs. That's the one. Okay. Their classification is. Oh no! It's not showing. Nope, it's there. Yeah, they are small humanoids.
I'm going to. I still gave that message to Katray.
Correct.
I'm going to come back here. And fuck. I'm gonna go check out the other tunnels first before I make a rash decision. Let me go down this tunnel.
Okay.
I was gonna do something bold and then I said.
After
Oh,
going.
wait. But, nah, death is just I don't take death too seriously.
What's your, what you call it? Your
Sorry.
alignment?
The theirs was
If he
there,
needs to die, he needs to
he'd be
die.
disappointed.
I am confused why there's a dwarf here, though.
It's being eaten.
Well, yeah, but why do they have a dwarf and a bunch of humans?
Allies.
They're the villagers of Nightstone.
Yeah.
Oh, so the dwarf just lives here?
A dwarf, yeah, a dwarf lived in Nightstone. He doesn't live in these caves.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go down the other tunnel.
We don't
Okay.
need you to erase that G.
Going down the tunnel space, in this specific area, you find what appears to be an ankle-deep stream of water that pours through a narrow tunnel. You do remember circling this hill that there was an entryway that was alongside a stream. You imagine this was that entryway.
That's it?
Yes.
We can flank though. That's a good flanking.
What else is, Alright, I'll go down this tunnel.
Okay. You move out and around, and moving through that tunnel, you actually appear at a small intersection that has 3 different pocketed spaces, one of which has a natural light that comes through. You actually see what appears to be like a natural chimney way. Another room, cavern room, looks to be actually is covered with a boulder that fits snugly into the tunnel. So someone has blocked off one of them from being usable, but the bigger one looks to be a 10-foot high cave that, from what you can see here, actually has more goblins within it. They are armored, and there are a total of 4 goblins, one of which is on a very rudely constructed wooden chair. You see 7 giant rats that surround them as well, and a horde of captured weaponry, shields, trash items, random things. It's a mixture of food. It's gross. Gluttonous, to say the least.
The tunnel with the boulder, would they be able... Can they see that tunnel from where they are?
These ones can see the tunnel space, but they can't see the boulder.
Can I cast Reduce on the boulder?
It would lower your invisibility if you so choose to.
Any spell would lower my invisibility?
Yes. Yeah. I allowed message for the sake of, like, not fucking you over on a message cantrip.
Okay.
But technically, any spell.
I'm gonna cast Reduce on the boulder.
On the boulder?
Yeah.
And you're sure you want to do that?
Can the goblins see me?
Depends on where you place yourself.
I would like to place myself as close to the boulder as humanly possible.
Okay. You place yourself as close to this boulder as humanly possible. Does Reduce allow for objects?
Yeah. From what I can remember, because I'm
I
pretty
think we checked this with a door, because I think we asked about it for a door. I think the issue was reducing a door because it's on hinges.
Creature or an object.
Or an object. I don't know if I'd classify a boulder as an object, but we're going to have to. So we're going to classify this boulder as an object, and we will say that you go ahead and reduce it, the invisibility dropping. Within, you can see this area is filled. First, you see a grass pallet, which appears to be laying along the ground that appears to be some form of like a bed. And it nests against a battered wooden chest that is locked. You do see a visible padlock on it. It appears to be some form of a room. It is quite snug.
I break my tool.
How big is the chest?
Sizable for a goblin.
But big enough for me to carry?
It jingles if you were to move it. So, like, you could shake it a little bit and just kind of see if it makes sound. There are things in here. It would be an attempt to get this out without making a sound. How much time has passed?
It has been since 50 or since?
Since 50.
Since 50, you 20 minutes, or 10.
10 minutes.
12.
I'm not asking for this visibility anymore, but I want you to keep that timer
Is
running.
it the stuff on the inside of the chest that's making it jingle?
Yes. And the padlock, but mostly the stuff on the inside.
Can I roll a stealth check and try and carry it as nimbly as possible?
You can attempt to, but it would be at disadvantage. With your current advantage, it would cancel them out.
Okay. Would I be able to cast invisibility and make the chest invisible if I'm carrying it?
You could attempt to make the chest invisible or yourself invisible.
But I can't make.
No, items that you, unless the spell clarifies, the items that you carry also become invisible if you are invisible. That I would need to know.
Well, that's not-
Because normally it's worn items and wielded items, but a chest I wouldn't consider something that you
You
wield.
wield a chest. It's like a shield.
Right.
Anything the target is wearing or carrying.
So it would.
Okay.
The jingling.
I'm going to do my best to stealthily carry this chest to the point of the boulder to where I can cast invisibility, and when the concentration for reduce ends, I won't get stuck with the boulder.
Right.
And then at that point, I'm going to cast invisibility.
Okay. You go ahead and cast invisibility, and what are you doing with this chest?
I'm going to try and slowly.
The dwarf's life.
Reset the timer to an hour, and continue. You should be done with your second level spell slots, right?
Yeah.
Yep, 2 invisibilities and a reduce.
I'm going to slowly. Well, once I have the chest out of the room, I'm just going to run with it outside from where I came from.
You're gonna run with it.
Yeah.
Okay?
No! There's your ching ching ching.
Dude, they're stupid giants and they're talking loud.
Okay.
Those fuckers are.
As you run past the giants, because you are running with the chest, that means there's no intention of worrying about its sound. The clanking of items held within begins to create a small cacophony that carries with you as you enter the tunnel and departs with you as you leave the tunnel.
But they don't know what the fuck's going on, do they?
I'm about to find out.
It catches the attention of all the goblins. The goblins for certain who... "Hey, what is that sound? Something's running past us! What is it? We can't see! Ah! Ghosts!" The ogre... Oh?
Cha-ching, cha-ching,
You
cha-ching.
hear clanking, and you can see they hear the sound of clanking. What is making that sound? What is that? Goblins! Find it! Go!
As I leave the cave, I'm going to like quietly try and whisper, like, hide. Like, hide.
You actually hear him coming. It's not even like he has to whisper to announce his presence, because you hear the sound of clanking
Hide.
before you hear him scream out hide, or whisper hide to you. What do you guys wish to do?
Is there brush near me?
Oh, get ready for an ambush.
There's like hillsides of... I would say there's some brush, yeah. Brush belongs in hills.
Can I, well, like, would I be fine if I, like, went prone?
You can, yeah.
Because what I'll do is I'll hide in the brush but pull out my musket, so I'll be...
Wait, we're already
Ooh.
ahead.
Okay.
Why don't we just keep running?
Just saying, we can keep running. We're already ahead.
But we better do something fast.
I'm gonna search attempting to climb a tree.
With what strength?
Why a tree?
That's his first thought.
Oh wait, we're outside.
Wait, are there
of the-
trees?
Yeah, we're
There
outs-
are.
We're outside of the tunnel.
There's pine trees,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys are up.
Yeah, you guys are all outside.
Okay.
You guys didn't go inside.
Okay.
Oh, are there like yeah? There's bushes on the ground.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
the smartest thing.
Okay,
Please
so
tell
go
me
ahead and
that.
you
I'll
go
try
ahead.
and
You two
hide.
roll stealth rolls.
I'm gonna
I was like,
hide.
please
I'm
tell
gonna
me you're
roll a
not
stealth roll and I'm just gonna
being
try and
next
hide
to
it.
me.
You're invisible, so
don't see you.
you don't have to. Yeah, they won't be able to see
People
you.
are like, hey, you're like, oh, sorry.
I'll have you roll for the silence, and standing perfectly still would indicate that you have advantage on the roll.
Okay, I'll stand perfectly still.
And you're hiding as well?
Yeah. I'll hide.
Okay, go ahead, and with you, due to your size, roll yours at disadvantage.
I
Damn.
got a 19.
Yes.
Damn.
What, you got a bad roll, Nate?
Maybe, dude.
Huh?
And
That's
Ethan,
a
can I
6.
prepare myself for
Plus
if any of
7.
my
Oh.
allies get noticed to like maybe get a jump on the goblins coming out?
That was so shit. So
Not bad at all.
We'll see.
Okay.
That's not bad. Got a roll 13.
Okay. 13.
They are
What'd you roll,
goblins.
Bears?
15.
15? 11.
Okay, guys.
And then a 19. Okay. There is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goblins that have rushed their way.
They all came out?
They did, all of them. Rushed their way down this tunnel. You see a small little band of 8 goblins with bows, wielded sharp blades, and spears rush their way down, and at the edge of the mouth of the cave, they're going to go ahead and see if they can see any of you. Due to the suddenness of their arrival.
Wait, I see the goblins?
Wait, where are you?
Yes, there is a point where the cave is illuminated due to the sunlight.
Well, I'm gonna stand up.
I'm invisible.
Man, I'm gonna go get those. Can we kill the goblins, bro?
Bro!
They came out of the cave!
Bro, you don't know what's in there!
You just saw goblins.
I just ran out the cave!
I know,
And I told you guys to
but
hide!
there's only goblins.
I can tell you that the goblins rolled
Hold on.
an unnatural 0
Dude,
on their
don't
perception
fucking
roll.
do it, dude. Just let us have
I
it.
just wanted to check because I knew it was a negative. They rolled an
stay
unnatural
down.
0, a dirty 0
My
on their
hair- The
perception
hairs
check.
on my back are flared up.
You hate goblins or
I wanna-
something?
And as they step
Very
out,
nasty.
they step out into the clearing, in the small clearing at the mouth of the tunnel. They're right next to you guys, oblivious to your existence. In fact, part of the barrel of your musket, one trips over. No sudden
Must have been a
realization.
rock or something.
We could surprise attack them.
Can I cast?
Even speaking slightly, these goblins are.
I-
Where did they go?
Wait.
What are they doing?
Wait, I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay.
Will that put us to sleep?
No.
No. Targets the lowest health first. So, sleep's first level spell.
Third
Yeah.
sleep
Okay.
animal.
You go ahead and cast sleep. You should have 5d8 worth of damage to roll, and just tell me the total.
Come on, fucking.
Oh?
Okay. See, it rolled an 8 when I threw it.
Just gotta be mean to your dice.
Not that mean.
Slightly rude, not super rude.
The gentle mean.
I think I have one more. Because I have 18. I rolled a 2, a 1, and then an 8, so 11. And then I just rolled a 5, so 16.
16?
So then I have one more because it's 5.
Okay.
A 7, so 22.
22. 3 goblins immediately fall unconscious. As the sleep is casted, your presence is immediately known, as I imagine sleep has somatic components to it.
Can I attack one?
So
Can
it
I-
requires you to drop
I
the
wanna-
chest, and that
that's
immediately has it drop.
just
With that, we can go ahead and say that there's a surprise round, so we'll have you guys go ahead and roll initiative from this point forward.
Dude,
See, that was good. That was good, guys. Did I impress you guys?
non-lethal.
13.
Did you add
Or
your
sorry,
thing
roll
to?
a
Use
Did
your
three.
ball
you add your
sideways.
initiative?
Oh
to-
wait, do I get any bonuses because of Couture?
Nope.
Your initiative.
I got a 3.
You have advantages on dex rolls.
So what'd you roll?
A 3.
You rolled a 3?
I rolled a 2 plus 1.
Nice.
Yeah.
Misery?
I got a 18. 18.
Varys?
37. No, I'm kidding.
Really?
7.
What did you roll, son?
I rolled an 18 plus 1.
You really
Oh,
Plus
You
1.
really wanna kill them?
19.
19.
I'd gladly kill
Hey,
goblins.
finish
with
these goblins off, dude.
Okay, Vulture, you are up first. There
Oh.
are 8 goblins total, 3 of which that have fallen unconscious into a
You can save
snoring
those for
slumber.
last.
There are 5 goblins that are up and available and hittable, quite hittable.
Everybody down.
Damn, we're not level
Here's the
5
top.
yet, dude.
Go ahead and pause that timer for me, because, and just let me know where we at.
Hammer time. 52:27.
Okay, 18 minutes passed.
That dude is definitely roasted. Poor dude.
I'm just gonna attack them because they're just goblins and I don't really
Smack 'em
do anything else.
with your hammer.
Let me just make sure.
Be kind. Be kind.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
slit one.
So I'm gonna attack whichever one's closest to me. It's gonna be a 3 plus 4 plus proficiency, which is 2. So it's a 9.
To hit?
Yeah. 3 plus 4.
He has to check.
7 plus 2 is 9. Yeah.
You miss.
Darn it, dude.
Come on, Nick.
Miss.
You got another attack.
There are some creatures that have a 7 AC. Goblins are not amongst those. As you swing your mighty maul, the goblin sidesteps it. Your maul slams into the earth. It's a nice soft dirt, so
I
it
don't
lands
have
with a thud.
I
A
don't.
deep thud.
I have a bonus action.
You do have a bonus action.
Yeah, but I don't think I want to use
him up.
it.
Come on, Nick, bro.
Okay?
Yeah, I'm not gonna use it.
Why?
Okay.
I had nothing to do.
So,
Punch him.
with that, Misery, you are up next.
Well, I'm gonna
but
put
it's like a
away
D4.
my musket
Next.
and I'm gonna take out my short sword,
Okay?
Oh, smart.
and then I'm
Keep it
gonna
quiet.
attack the one that's closest to me.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack. You have advantage. Did you roll with advantage?
Me?
Oops.
No. I didn't realize I had it.
Yeah, you should have advantage
Yeah,
because you guys are surprising them.
Dadgummit.
You go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, reroll your roll.
Alright, well that one's a lot better. That one's 12 plus 2 plus...
That'll hit.
Yeah.
Go.
18,
18.
not even including all my stuff.
That'll hit as well. So go ahead and roll damage, both of you.
Ooh, really?
Goodness gracious.
What'd you get?
9 plus 4 is 13 damage.
Ouch.
Killed one?
9 points of damage.
So, as you take your short sword and run behind, you actually run up to one of the goblins, and it's very fun watching a nice, lithe gunslinger pick a goblin by the throat and run a sword straight through his heart. Collapses along, the screams are stifled. You don't even have to clutch his throat. As the blade is pulled, you look over and see Poltra has with a maul slammed downwards,
Nice.
completely caving in one of these goblins with a spray of blood in different bits. You look in horror, Varys, as a finger flies in your direction. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna put my head down and I'm gonna pray.
Eldeth, what do I do about these goddamn monsters, man? My allies, they kill like crazy people. I used to be the same way. How did I do it? Eldeth, guide me.
That's
You're not gonna kill the goblins?
I can't look. No.
Bro, you're just gonna watch us kill them.
He's not looking. He's just gonna wait.
The goblins are up next. Their turn is over because of the surprise round. Nephis, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to, I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on one of the goblins.
Okay, you run up to one of the goblins, cast chill. Chill touch is a range one, so go ahead and make the attack roll. Yep, because it summons a nice skeletal hand to touch them,
Oh, that's cool.
and the hand stays there if it hits, because I think it prevents you from being
It
healed.
grabs on. Yeah, it's some crazy stuff.
That's cool.
Grabs on.
If I hit the target, it has a disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of the next turn.
Correct. So go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay. 13 plus.
That'll hit.
So there's 3 awake then.
There are 3 asleep.
Well, right, but there was 8 total, right?
Correct. There are 3 that are still alive. Yeah.
That's a 5.
5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. The chilling touch grabs this goblin by the bicep and grips on. You see some of the veins around that gripping point start to blacken. The skin start to decay. The goblin is still alive, and that is your turn. Your action, at least.
I'm gonna punch him. Wait, no, I'm gonna keep my distance.
Okay. We get to the top of the round. Poltra. Misery, you're on deck.
Alright.
Please fuck him up.
Attack.
This is not an advantage.
Not?
No, they are no longer surprised.
No, I would have done it with more. I would have done it with more oomph.
Should have considered that.
Wait, maybe I would
Alright,
crit.
well this one's a 5
No crit.
plus a 4 plus a 2, 9, 11.
That is also a miss.
Darn.
This one also dodges underneath
What?
your mighty
For a
swing.
goblin?
Nick, where are you swinging?
Alright, can I punch him with a bonus action? That's a thing?
No, not technically.
Wait,
that would be
what?
an attack action.
God.
You won't let us punch people with a bonus action?
No, I let you as a monk punch people with a bonus action because you're martial
God.
arts. I would let a rogue do it because they have cunning action.
Damn.
Well,
I'm sad.
I
And
can.
what were these fists made for?
To cast spells.
Shadow.
That your turn?
Those are my fingertips.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Misery, you're up.
Alright.
Misery.
You're going up another one?
Huh?
You're going up on another one?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Go for it.
slit its throat right in front of him.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
just gonna...
Make sure you stare into the eyes of
18
Varys.
plus.
Okay, roll damage.
Over.
Yeah, 6.
Okay, you run up to one with your blade drawn, and from ear to ear, just cut a nice smile across the throat,
Damn.
dropping the spraying bloody goblin.
You
to the
told me I
floor.
was one fucking hit point away from killing that motherfucker.
You were, yeah, you were. You were definitely 1 point away. It is an unfortunate thing with goblins to not kill them.
I
but-
could have punched. If I punched him, I would have fucking killed him.
I know, wouldn't that be nice? It is sometimes very fun to play monks, and it's very unfortunate to not play monks anymore. The goblins are up next. There are only 2 that are capable of even doing anything. Unfortunately, due to the onslaught that they've absolutely received, you see these 2 book it into the hills.
Opportunity.
Wait, in the hills?
Wait, the
They book it
hills?
into the hills. They just flee. They don't run back inside. They just
Can we
absolutely.
chase him and kill him?
Well, I missed the one that
You
was.
could
I
try.
missed the one that was close to me, so I want to
Yeah,
attack.
Wait,
you
what-
would get an attack of
Wouldn't
opportunity.
there be one that's like really low?
Ah, there we
Yes.
go, baby. There we go, baby. That's
Kill
an
him, Nick.
18 plus.
That is a hit. Go and roll damage.
Nice. Fall over. 6 plus
He's dead.
4.
Yeah, you know, he's
10.
As he turns to run, this goblin trying to flee drops the weapon, takes 1 step and runs over, and a mighty maul slams into its back. The spine severs, so the body dies quite quickly, but the body's thrown into a tree, impaling on a branch.
Who's the
Can
Goblin
I
Slayer
can
now?
I dash and
Goblin,
kill the
dude.
other one? Actually, you know what? Can I just hit him?
Do it.
He's
Do it.
1 health. Isn't
Put
he?
them all down.
He is
let me-
running
can
away,
I try to
so
hit him
it's
with the
a
longbow?
distance. It's
Shoot
a
him.
distance
I
thing.
want him with the longbow.
And
He
it's
has
not technically your
disadvantage.
turn yet, so it'd be
Nah.
Varys' turn.
Kill him, Varys. Kill him.
Come
You
on,
see
man.
that in game?
What?
Did you say that in game?
End game?
In game.
Game.
In game.
No.
No. I'm about to be real.
Do it. Do it.
It's not my turn to talk.
How are my allies looking?
Pretty good. Covered in blood.
Yeah,
It's
just-
not theirs.
Just one goblin.
You should see the other guys. One's in a tree.
God. I'm gonna slowly start to stand up from hiding in the bushes.
At least it's almost over.
And then, that's it. That's my action. Standing up.
At least.
What'd you expect from me?
I want you to go ahead and make. If that's going to be your action, I want you to make an athletics check. So you don't throw a hip out. Little bat.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
We got a 2.
Oh no.
You hear a crunch in your lower back that does not sound good, and it puts you in a hunched position for the next round.
Oh god.
For the next round, you're hunched.
My back.
Disadvantage on all
With
checks.
a quick pickup. Nephis, your turn. There's a goblin that is 60 feet away from you.
Cast chill. I'm gonna say there's no point in saying anything to this goblin. It doesn't fucking matter what I say to this goblin.
Sure, you want to make an attack roll.
That's a 15.
That just hits. And the goblin's dead.
14 is the AC.
You see just the ghostly hand go,
Good to know.
and it just grabs the goblin by the back of the neck, and like you just see it. It's like the Spock from Star Trek, just a little pinch, and the body just drops to the ground, and then the ghostly hand just disappears.
Disappear.
You have 3 sleeping goblins next to you.
I'm gonna start killing them.
I'm gonna put the dagger in one
I'm
of their
gonna-
throats.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna like cover them up and
Doesn't take long to end their lives while they're sleeping. They're goblins. Killing them one by one. They're incapacitated.
I
Those
know.
fuckers can't do.
I know.
As the goblins are slain, their blood leaking into the ground, being absorbed by the earth. You guys see an open tunnel
I'm gonna
and a
s-
chest sitting to the left of the cave mouth.
What's your character's name again? Sorry.
Misery.
Oh yeah. Misery. I stole this
Oh,
chest
right.
from them. I was wondering if you could open it up for us.
My back hurts.
For us.
You guys killed
Well,
sleeping
you know, I got
goblins.
the chest. You can
Sleeping.
open it. Maybe we can share.
Sure.
We're gonna pat you
I'll go
on the back
in-
real hard, dude.
Okay, make a thieves
Nice
tools
straight
check.
down.
You guys see as Misery is opening the chest currently, just attempting to pick the lock.
I'm gonna be like
I don't
right
add
over her
anything, right?
shoulder, like looking.
I don't
like,
add anything, right?
Like what's inside.
You
have your
do because you're
proficiency.
proficient with your thieves tools, and it's a dex-based check.
So add
what?
your dex plus whatever your
Yeah, treat it like any of your proficient skills.
So add
Oh, so it's
7.
a +7. Oh.
Yep.
Well, it's a nat 20.
Okay, you open it. Inside of the chest is a collection of loose coins. You can't really tell the total, but it's a mixture of gold, silver, and copper pieces. You see what appears to be a matching pair of silver salt and pepper shakers, a blood-stained leather case, a holy symbol carved from wood and inlaid with gold, and that's what you can immediately see.
I'm gonna pick up the chest and empty everything out onto the ground.
What the hell?
Okay, you pick up the chest and start emptying everything onto the floor. As the last of the items clatter across the strewn about coins, you see amidst the ruins of the interior of this chest, a small dagger. It's very fine. Looks very well made.
Magical.
I'm gonna pick up the dagger.
Okay, there is a +1 dagger in this chest.
I don't have to identify it or anything?
No, it's just a simple magic weapon, just a +1. Doesn't
Do I-
require attunement, just use.
Do any of you wield a dagger?
I don't give a shit. Where are the people? Are they still in there? Was it just the goblins?
The survivors were almost dead. They were dying.
Almost dead? Mean salvageable?
Not really, no. They weren't salvageable.
Well, there's dead or not dead.
Well, be careful. There's three giants.
We're adventurers.
Are you gonna kill 3 giants?
That's what we do.
You think you can kill 3 giants?
No, we'll try.
And die.
Let's go, team. Oh God.
I'm gonna keep. At least let me finish seeing what's here. And I'm gonna. How many
Is this
gold
real?
coins are there if I count them all up?
It would take a while to count them.
Okay. How many? What's in the bloodstained?
Case.
Yeah.
The bloodstained case is another complete set of thieves' tools.
You
Who's
should
it?
hold on to that.
Okay. I'll hold on to them.
Okay, you now have a set of thieves' tools.
Because I have some already. How good's your stuff?
Not that. It's like 13.
You?
He's not gonna steal. He's not gonna use those thieves' tools once.
Willing to steal your heart.
We can all remove the goblins from the board. They're all dead.
Goodbye, goodbye.
I'm going
goodbye.
to
Give them to me.
See, wasn't that a good? Well, I feel like I did
Back
a
to the
clever way of
school
like.
bus. Back to
Your
the
actions
school
do have
bus.
consequences.
Bad guy.
Well,
Bad guy.
anyways, I'm
Clever?
going to.
Maybe.
I'm gonna pick up all the coins, and I'm gonna say, if there's a bunch of gold here, maybe feel like sharing it with me. But I took the dagger, so just it's all yours. And then I'm gonna give him all the coins that were, or her that all the coins that were in
Okay.
the chest.
I guess I'll just put it in my bag.
It's gonna take time to grab them. They're all over the floor. And there's a lot.
Look, I'll pick it up when we're done. I'll have the village folk help me.
How much would it be hard to just put it back in the chest, like scoop it back in the chest really
It'll
quick?
just take a little bit of time.
How much time?
It's a great question. How much time do you have?
You're right.
I've
I'm
got
gonna
enough
say
time to grab some gold without anyone noticing.
no. We would see.
That is a tough one. That's a tough one. Everyone's looking at it. That's a tough one.
Alright.
You're trying to ask the
I'll just be
impossible.
like, oh,
I'd
man,
like to
I
say
gotta
something.
Put it back in the chest. Dude.
Everyone. There's 3 giants in there. We need to be prepared because they're going to be upset when the goblins don't come back.
That's fine.
Was there anything else in the cave?
There was one tunnel I couldn't check.
What about others? Were there others?
There was a den with what seemed like, basically retired goblins. They didn't fight or anything. And then, there was another tunnel with rats, big rats, and, more goblins. And there was a boulder that I got through and stole this chest from.
What are we worried about the giants for? You slaughtered like 9 children. Easy peasy.
I'm not worried.
So let's go.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Make sure you
Come
don't let
with.
Ben in because he's right outside the door.
I won't. Don't worry.
Can you give me a glass?
Yeah. Of water.
Thank you.
Could you make that too?
You guys think I got 3 arms?
You're gonna let him in at this rate. You did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted. My short attention span.
We have a visitor.
Ethan knew I was gonna do it too.
Oh,
I smacked his head against the
poor head.
table.
He didn't know this.
No, this
Alright, dude, he's just a guest star
Wait,
for
my
an
cup of
evening.
water. Sorry. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna set this.
Wrong way. Okay. So what's the plan?
We're going into the cave.
Unfortunately,
To
you
save the
didn't tell us about the other
that are
entrance.
instead.
No, he did not. So you guys are going down just this southern entryway, and that is fine. So we will go ahead. What does the marching order look like?
Varus is in the front.
Full on sprinting.
Pull your hunch.
Which is a lot for you. Oh, it's just for one round.
Actually, I'm faster than everyone else, which
Oh,
is
really?
weird. Which is
Oh.
surprising.
Yeah, it's because you're so aerodynamic, dude.
I'll be. Okay, that works.
Perfect, dude.
Let's
Look at you
go.
go, Varus. You've
Let's
even
go,
got the
team.
shield. You've even got the shield.
My head
Varys.
popped back into place and I'm ready to go.
As you rush into the cavern, worried about the well-being of the villagers of Nightstone, you see a dwarf tied to a spit roast. 3 giant ogres surrounding this flame. They are roasting him alive. You do not hear any sounds coming from this dwarf. He is starting to...
No.
It's hard to tell what
Oh.
he looks like from here.
Is there any way that like I can get any idea of like him being alive? Like even just like
You would need to get to.
Chest
You would need to get to him. His chest is bound by rope.
let's see.
Parts of his beard is singed. It's hard to tell.
Did they notice us yet?
Well, when you guys immediately rush into the cavern, it would be impossible to not see you.
Gosh darn it.
So upon seeing you, the ogres will look at each other. You see the 3 of them. You see 2 females and 1 male. The male looks across to the 2. Nob! Throg! More food! Let's eat him!
No.
They go and rush to pull out their weaponry, which, as you can see, they have a mixture of different clubs and axes and so on and so forth. And it's going to be a fun little
Big
initiative
spear.
roll.
Big spear.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative.
I'm trying to figure out what you just said.
Initiative. What'd you get, dude?
I'll go
Six.
nat 20, nat 20.
Damn, dude. What's your add-on for?
25. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Okay. Darius,
A 9.
I need to reroll with you.
Oh,
9, a 9, a 9. Come on, dude. Get a good one. Get a good one.
What is that? I don't even know what
Oh, big money, big money.
What is it? Dude,
Is that a 13 or a 19?
let me see.
Fuck on this shit.
Which one? It's a 13.
Okay. Plus my initiative or just base roll?
Plus your initiative.
It would be 16.
Oh, 16.
Poltro?
I got a 21.
it is. Damn.
I know. It's like, damn, dude.
Pantapon. We'll just wait on...
I can roll for it. Just kidding.
I'll wait on him.
I'm just kidding.
We will take just a quick segment, and we'll put the world on pause for just a moment. Do we have anyone with us in chat?
Yeah, we got Atro and another. And another. It's good to have you both.
We're about to
Just another?
Atro did say, Pineapple Cult, we are here to end false gods. The only true Lord is Lord Pineapple. Rejoice as we savor Lord Pineapple's succulent nectar of truth.
Oh.
I have no idea what that means, but I'm 100% down for it.
I
Pineapples are
read it, and I
spiny.
was like,
They have the little spikes, so...
Pineapple God homebrew?
I'm not
It's
opposed.
SpongeBob, because he lives in pineapple under the sea.
SpongeBob.
But for copyright purposes, I probably shouldn't say that.
It's only a small...
I do not own the contents to SpongeBob.
It's a small civil suit.
I got my eyes on you,
$1 billion.
Nickelodeon.
Cartoon sponge character.
And then who else?
And another one.
strange.
Who I don't know. Another one. But we're
Is that the name?
No, I don't know who this other person is. Simply a second viewer.
Oh, I meant in chat. That is fine.
Oh, yeah.
We like this.
I like everyone.
Me too.
It's a far
Is that
trip.
what Varys is thinking?
to the water.
Everything is cool.
Everything
Fun
is not cool. He's very upset.
You did see.
No, he's
well,
not upset. He's disappointed.
So is Poltro
Disappointed?
gonna kill the goblins too in the caves?
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Oh
You
yeah.
just have a friend to do it with me.
Goblin
You
dude?
got
I have
a
a short
friend
sword.
in me.
Is It's like a cockroach.
You got a friend in me,
Short tail.
killing
Imagine if I
goblins
slipped and fell.
everywhere.
If that went all over me.
When they give you their goblin
Do you remember which one's your
stare,
cup?
Yeah.
you hit their heads with dice.
Time to roll initiative, buddy.
You
We're in another fight?
Yeah,
With the
giant ogres.
Oh.
Oldness.
Put a big one
We'll
up.
guess.
I finally rolled something good.
These ones got
What'd
layers.
you
I
get?
got an 18.
Onions.
Plus.
17 plus 1.
Okay, Misery, you are first.
What'd you get?
25.
Are you cheating?
Yeah. Alright, well, I'm gonna pull out my good old trusted musket.
Your musket, yeah. Just remember, you were in a
Who was it?
cave.
No, yeah, it's funny you say that because it was last week that those dice were rolling a little heavy too, if I remember. Dude, I'm just saying, dude.
I've used these all the time.
I know, man. You slipped some paint on
Lady
the
Luck,
other side.
Lady Luck
and it
is
gets
Hey.
a
on my
little-
side.
Yeah,
Alright.
the dice gods like his new character. Let's just enjoy
Yeah,
that.
no, they hated New Tay.
It's alright, dude. It's
The
all
dice
right.
gods were like, fuck this guy. We like this tiefling girl. She's killing people today.
So I'm gonna.
Shoot him. Shoot him dead.
Whoa.
Actually,
You alright,
I'm gonna
Barris?
shoot the one with the speed.
Okay.
I'm
That's
gonna.
my inner demon.
Do we have a surprise attack?
More entertaining
You do not.
embarrassing entertainment.
They saw us?
Well, yeah, you guys are just charging down into the tunnel. It'd be hard not to.
Fool's flint.
Alright. 18 plus 9.
Well, that definitely hits.
Alright, time for a D10.
Okay.
I love you, Atro.
Plus 10.
What did he say?
I got 8.
There's a bot.
8.
8 points of damage.
Wait! I'm gonna use action search.
Okay.
Actually, hold
What
on.
did
Wait.
he- what did it say?
Wait.
He asked the bot if it had any baloney, dude.
Oh. Now I want to see what the boss said.
No, the
Oh,
bot
okay.
didn't say anything.
Oh.
Okay,
We don't
so,
know if it's a bot. It could just be a normal person. If you're watching,
No,
Hello.
there's a bot that
So-
did make a comment. It's the first time
With-
chat.
my action
What's the-
Offering a
search.
promotion.
What they
oh,
say.
we love those bots.
They offered a promotion.
Yeah, it's the buy followers.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
With the action search, I'm gonna use a grip point. Can I do that?
you could.
Then I'm gonna use the disarm trick shot on the same one that I shot.
With your revolver.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go ahead and stow your gun. Go ahead, make the attack roll.
That was a fucking 1. That fucking scared me.
Yikes.
Oh,
Dome
just
me
a-
in the back of the head, dude. Like,
No, he'd break
I
his
got
gun, dude.
16.
His gun would break if you
16?
rolled that one.
That hits.
Yeah.
Then he has to repair his gun.
Alright. And then.
out here rolling all this,
Whoops.
bro. I'm about to roll another 2, another 1.
Oh, I messed up on my. There's a D12, right?
Your musket was a D12.
Yeah, and I didn't use that. I
Okay, so
used
go ahead and
the
re-roll that
D10.
damage.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Good call out, and then there'll be a D10
I
for
thought
your
you were using
revolver.
the revolver.
I'm
We
using
use
it for
now.
my action. Yeah, my second one. This is the D12, right? This is like triangle looking one. Diamond.
Nope, that's a D8. It should look like a D20, but
Oh,
not be a
this
D20.
one. Okay, got you. Okay. What the fuck? 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No,
All right.
no problem.
And then for now, I can use a D10.
Correct.
You're gonna roll higher with the D10. Yep.
Plus, what is that 11 for my revolver?
Okay, and then what is the saving throw that this ogre has to make? For...
Would that be my trick shot save DC?
Well, that's what I have to beat, but what's the specific stat that I have to roll? Is it a strength save,
Oh.
dex save, con save,
Hold on, I'm reading.
wife save,
Oh, a strength save.
strength save versus a 15? So 14 plus 4.
No!
So unfortunately, this ogre is not disarmed. But as the ogre has
it's
the
an
spear in hand, you fire a
HS
musket
ogre.
into her massive belly, and pulling out your revolver, you immediately shoot a quick shot into her hand. It punctures through the finger. You see one of the fingers fly off, but the rest of the fist still is very well held around the shaft of the spear, and you hear her. "Roar!" However, the firing, once the hammer drops on both of these rifles, the poof, poof, is immediately in both of your ears, and is a little bit in your ear. So I need you two to make a con save with disadvantage.
Yo,
I need you to just
sorry.
make a con
I'm
save.
sorry, I didn't even think it through.
God.
Disadvantage? you said?
Disadvantage, because you are in front of her.
Heavy
My
D20.
God.
You're in
Sorry,
front of her.
guys.
Nephis is lucky enough to be behind her.
7.
7. You are deafened for the round.
I'm
I
Just
don't
this
need
round.
to hear anyways.
I rolled an 11.
11.
Me too.
You both are also deafened.
And it's
for this
because they were
round.
behind me?
In front.
They were in front.
Or, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
a
what did I
gunshot.
have
Basically, he was behind you. It's still loud and it's still thunderous in the small tunnel space.
I'm getting
okay.
earplugs.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so with that being said, Misery's turns over. Poltra, you're up. You cannot hear. There's a loud ringing in your ear, a shrill, high-pitched shriek of a ring. But you can move.
Yeah, well, I need to go. Can I go around this guy?
You may.
This guy.
It's difficult terrain as long as he's willing. So it takes an extra 5 feet.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15,
Yep.
20, 25, 30.
Yep.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. What size are these?
No, not
What?
through the fire pit.
What?
Not through the fire pit.
God damn
It's
it.
massive.
Alright.
They're cooking people in it. I defy the laws of physics.
What?
Get me in there.
What size are these fools?
Is a large creature.
Is that one size bigger than medium?
That is considered one size bigger than medium.
I'm gonna attack him with my horns and attempt to. You know what?
To
I'm gonna attempt to push him this way.
Into the
Into
fire.
the fire.
There's a guy in the fire.
Casualties
I'm
happen.
sorry, man. I'm hoping for the best here.
Oh my god.
I'm hoping.
We might need to re-go over what this party is in terms of heroes.
All right.
We are good.
Never mind. We're gonna go this way.
We're not in Tomb of Annihilation yet, guys.
We're
Let's
gonna
slow
go-
down
we're gonna-
on killing people. Okay, so go ahead and make your attack roll on your
Double
goring
check what
horns.
this is. It's
Should just be an attack roll.
yeah.
So if I were to move a certain distance away, I can still then shoot my gun. And
Yeah, you can still
it's not be
shoot.
effective.
Yeah, I won't tell you the specifics on what I'm ruling, but yeah, being close to your allies while firing guns is probably
Nice.
not the best idea for their hearing.
It's a 17 with
I
bonuses.
know that now.
That
You
hits.
don't need to
Nice.
Unless the fire goes out.
You can see it.
Nice.
No, not blinded, deafened.
No, what I'm saying is like, what if the fire goes out and you can't see or hear?
Oh.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Just give me an idea.
Oh, never mind. I can't.
Shoot.
Yeah, okay. I can't push him on this round, sorry. But that is going to be a 10 plus 4, 14 points of damage with
Please
the
kill him.
horns.
Please, please, please.
No,
Oh, no.
I can't. But I can't push him
Yes,
yet, but
this
that is
ogre
damage.
is probably a little bit more
That's my
tanky.
turn.
He can't knock down.
No, I can attempt to push him after using an attack action. Or taking the attack, like making a melee attack as my action. But when I do the horn attack after using my dash action, it's just an attack.
Okay. So, you see Poltra charge towards this same ogre that you've been firing at, and with head down, rams horns straight into this ogre's stomach, pulls both the horns out with a spray of blood, which goes across both your bovine face and your armor. That is your turn, so we move to Nephis. You are up. Varys, you're on deck.
Fuck.
Just remember, every space to go through allies is considered 10 feet of movement. To go through them.
10 feet.
Can I go?
You could. It would be 5, 10. And then to go through would be, that's now 20.
Okay.
Because Varys takes up the whole space.
How rude of you, Varys.
30. I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. You go ahead and pull out the gemstone and fire the chromatic orb in the direction of which of these ogres?
This one.
The one with the spear, okay.
13.
13 hits. You do hit perfectly fine. Go ahead and roll damage. And what damage type are you using?
I'm going to use acid.
Okay, a swiftly conjured orb of acidic energy flies and hits this ogre square in the chest. Go ahead and roll damage.
3d8. Nice. That's a really fucking good, the high damage spell for.
It is for level 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Magic Orb is nothing to play
I
with.
would know, dude. I got hit by it.
Fuck, I'm not rolling good though. 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Okay.
How does that ogre look?
The ogre is starting to receive serious burns across her torso from a vitriolic bolt of energy flying her way. She's still standing, but you can see she's starting to look pretty pained. That's your movement, your action. Is there anything else you wish to do?
That. Nah.
Okay, Varys, you're up.
You can take dash as a movement, right?
No, dash requires an action. Movement is your movement.
Okay.
But dash doubles your movement.
So let's see. 5, 10, 20,
What's he gonna do?
25. Wait. No, this
Yep,
is 20,
you're right.
25, 30.
Yep.
How much would it take to jump over the fire pit? If I could, because what I'm attempting to do is basically push him out of the fire pit.
Well, you can use the jump action, so you can actually jump. Because you're running, your long jump would be equivalent. It's a bit of your strength score. Let me find it. Where is
long
it?
Yeah,
why
I
is it
used to
not?
jump 12 feet back in high school. What?
Come on, come in. It's
Yeah, far
equivalent.
12.
It doesn't want to tell me. Why not?
Goddamn far.
Come on.
Longer
Where
than
is
the width of
where
this
is
room, bro.
jump? Where is how to jump? That's interesting that jumping is the one rule that's not on here. It has weapons and everything, but okay. What's your strength score?
Like my modifier? Or like actually?
We gotta look up the jump rules because, God forbid, I don't have those memorized.
And I also want to double, is it technically jumping if I'm attempting to push him out of the fire?
So with jumping, the way that the rule works is because you'd be doing what's considered a long jump. So if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, you can cover a number of feet up to your strength score. So the number, not the modifier.
Oh. So 10 feet then. So my score's 10.
Yes, then you can jump 10 feet.
So which is exactly the fire pit, right?
That would get you directly to this dwarf.
Oh shit.
Do you wish to do so?
Yes.
Okay. You fling yourself onto the dwarf who has been being spit roasted. You see the flesh is beginning to burn. Not char, but melt. Because it's being cooked.
Holy shit.
Make a medicine roll.
Sorry, I forgot about him there.
While he's like slowly like roasted.
Yeah.
18.
18. You have reason to believe, based on the shortness of breath, that he has been in pain for quite a while. And you have roughly 2 full turns to get him off this spit roast. If you hope to keep him alive.
Wait, I thought I did though. I thought I pushed him off the thing. Or am I on the spit?
You're on it with him.
Oh,
Was the goal to knock it over?
I was attempting. I wasn't really thinking about this thing. I was trying to dive and like basically like push.
Make an athletics roll.
Yikers. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
That's even worse.
Yikers.
Did I take the worst roll, right? Because with inspiration, it's just a reroll. You don't forget the other one.
Yeah, you.
Okay. It's a 5.
I think it lets you choose.
Do I choose?
With inspiration, I think we could just give you advantage on the roll.
It's a 5 or a
On your
6.
re-roll, so 5 or 6. I mean, take the 6.
Okay.
So no, you don't knock it over, but you jump onto him. So that'll.
So is he?
But guess
is he
what?
spinning with them?
Well, it's not spinning really anymore
You got
because
six
the ogres
instead
aren't
of
moving
5,
it.
and that's
Oh.
why.
His back is turned to the fire, so you guys are on the top side of the spit roast. That's your movement.
Should I put him on the spit roast with him then?
Yeah, just put him there.
Right there in the fire?
Yeah. Put him there.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure you were properly roasting, Katre. Super hot fire.
Hey, once again, I need your aquafic support. Put out the fire.
You know, our leader really is a good example, though. Just jump right into the fire for that guy.
I'm gonna. You think casting Sanctuary on him would help?
What does Sanctuary do?
Dog, you need to get out of the fire.
What does Sanctuary do? I'll tell you.
You ward a creature within range against an attack. If this spell ends, any creature targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. This spell doesn't protect the warded creatures from area effects such as explosions of the fireball.
Or fire.
It would be very beneficial. Just means that it'd make it a little bit more difficult for him to be hit if someone was trying to hit him.
I'll do it. Bonus action.
You cast Sanctuary on him?
Yeah.
How do you do so? You see cracked eyelids open up, see you.
I'm gonna grab my thing.
May Eldeth guide you and make this torture end.
Okay. You put the palm of your hand onto this dwarf's chest, which is wrapped by rope, and a brief flash of divine energy kind of puffs in this kind of like pollen-like mist that coats him in this golden sheen to create that sanctuary. Is that a concentration spell? It's not?
No, yeah,
It
that's
does
what
take a
I
small
thought it
sword
was.
here.
Cool. That's good. No worries. Okay, so we go next to the ogres. One ogre, we can go ahead and turn Miss Spear Lady onto our good old Poltra.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, that guy with the shield's a way bigger problem right now.
And you are going to get an attack.
This is literally perfect.
You know, for a pacifist, bro, you're being kind of violent right now.
It's going to be 19 to hit.
Whoa, shield.
Boom! Right in the dome.
No, yeah, I have a 15, dude. That's gonna,
It's going to hit.
that's gonna stab me right in the horns.
Okay, you're going to take 11 plus 4, 15 points of piercing damage.
God, it's a good
As a
thing.
Right in the
massive
brain.
I
ogre-like
get
javelin
that
is
half
stabbed into your side. Kind of looks at you, goes, "Ugh," and stabs this spear shaft into your abdomen, rips it out. Did you just?
Are you done? Are you done playing with the gosh dang?
One ogre is
the
going to hit you.
gosh
The one with the
spear?
club looks at you, goes, "Hey, get off my food!" Boom. That is a 10.
He misses.
So, as the great club comes slamming down, you take your shield and koosh, and deflect it off. The next ogre is going to move in direction of Nephis.
How much movement are we talking?
We have 40 feet that we can use. Each square is 5.
So, like, is this 5?
Each square is 5.
Oh, where's he right here?
Yeah, so you can like point one direction.
5, like
Yep.
that?
Yep.
10. 15.
He's gonna get to it.
20. 25, 30.
Why do you make it so suspenseful?
Okay. And you are going to get a great axe attack.
Chop your head off, good.
And that's going to be a natural 1. So, as the axe goes flying into the stone, it actually gets caught and gets stuck into like a softened part of the hill, and gets stuck there for the current moment.
New axe.
That's going to be the ogre's turn. Misery, you're up. Poultry, you're on deck.
Is it a
New
bonus
axe,
action
new
to
axe, new
reload?
axe.
For you, no, it either requires an attack if you have multiple or a full action. So your musket will require a full action to reload.
Well, shoot.
But your revolver should have 3 shots in it still.
You're absolutely right. Okay, well, I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot Lace Mother Choker.
Go for it. I'm gonna shoot you! Go ahead and you aim your revolver, pull the trigger. The loud sound of the gun firing.
Fuck!
Is that the right dice?
That's not a
That looks like a
D12.
D12.
Oh, thank God! I rolled a 1. That was fucking terrible. That's not better.
It's a little better.
12.
12
Yeah.
hits.
Oh. How do they have a lower...
They're big. They're not hard to miss.
Big total.
Goblins are small, so they can avoid things easily.
Bigger
These
than
ogres
our-
aren't wearing armor, and they're just big.
The way hard are they hard to kill, bro? They got like
No,
twice the health,
no,
dude. What do you
no.
mean? Come on, man. Look at the
Bigger
look at
they
the
are,
weapons on them. Look at the weapons on
harder
them.
they
The harder they hit you, bro.
Cap.
Damn.
Hey,
6.
hey, hey.
6 points of damage. Woo! Alright. The bullet flies into the shoulder blade of this ogre, and she roars out this roar pain. That's gonna be your turn?
I can't hide it, can I?
No, you already used your action. For you, hiding is an action.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, for rogues, it's a bonus action.
Come on, bro. Be more play rogue.
I'll stay with
Alright, Pulcher, you're up. Nephis, you are on deck.
I'm gonna look this one right here in the eyes, and I'm gonna utter my vow of enmity at it. But
Okay.
I'm gonna do it in Minotaur, and you guys are just gonna hear like a wild, bullish scream at this thing right here, and then you like scream like you know like a bull in pain almost, but not like pain, but like angry pain. You know, like a bull stubbed its hoof. And it's like, ah, but like as a bull would sound. I don't know. I can't make bull noises.
With a mighty, throaty, bovine roar.
I drop my dice. Or give me a good number. Hey, there we go, baby. That's a 19 with bonuses.
That hits. That does hit.
Nice. I don't crit on 19 as a paladin.
Dude,
No.
4.
Have fun not being hacked on anymore,
Gosh
buddy.
darn it, dude. Gosh darn it, dude. That's all right. You know what I am gonna do though?
I don't care if that big.
Well, the ogre?
I'm gonna smite this attack.
Okay,
I'm gonna
you
smite
get
this
extra
attack.
damage. As the maul comes flying in towards this ogre, you see the maul head start to coat with divine fury.
7,
Flame arcing across the hammer.
12 plus 4 is 16 points of damage.
60 points of damage. The maul slams across the face of this ogre. You hear the jaw crack under the pressure.
God.
The ogre drops down to her knees, clutching her spear in hand. She is so close to death.
Someone.
And you hear this garble with a broken jaw in a howl of pain.
Good.
That is your turn.
Wait a sec. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Nephis, you're up. Varys, you're on deck.
Okay, well, his axe is in the wall, so I'm just gonna leave.
Okay, he's going to attempt to go ahead and make an attack of opportunity.
Even though his axe is stuck?
Oh, it's not with the axe.
He's gonna grab you.
I know.
That's going to be a 10 to hit.
Get those
Misses.
sticky fingers.
Misses,
out
all
of
right.
here.
It swings a mighty ogre fist. You duck under it.
Sticky fingers.
So 5,
Oh,
10, 15. Wait. 5, 10, 15. I was like right here.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No,
No?
that's not a standable space.
30.
That'll work.
And then I'm going to
Throw a rope dart.
dash. Let's go. 5, 10, 15. And then I'm going to use a bonus action, and I'm going to use Toll of the Dead.
Is Toll of the Dead a bonus action?
Shit, maybe. I don't know. I thought I could use any cantrip as a bonus action.
No, I do not believe so.
You're probably right.
Damn, you just left me the ogre.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like blinked.
I can't do anything else.
Okay, so you sprint away from the ogre, running towards the available tunnel.
Misery will remember that.
That is going to be your turn. Varys, you're up.
Protect me, old man!
How much does this guy look like he weighs?
He weighs as much as a dwarf would, but he's covered in rope.
But I don't know how much alcohol's in his system.
Great question. He is wrapped in rope. Completely.
I'm going to enhance ability on myself, and I'm going to use Bull's Strength.
Okay.
Give me advantage on strength checks, and it doubles my carrying capacity.
Okay.
Shit.
That's kind of cool.
And then I'm going to attempt to pick him up.
Make an athletics check. Because you're going to have to rip him out free because he's bound by rope. You have advantage. Because of your bull's strength.
What if he just picks him up, sticking all the bandages?
No.
Like when someone's traveling, they have like
like the little hobos.
15.
15. I would say that ogres aren't the best at tying ropes. So a 15 would be, I think, of a decent challenge. A moderate challenge. And that would put the DC at 15. Based on my chart. You succeed.
Nice.
So you free him, and you are carrying a burning dwarf. You hear in your ear. Thank you.
No way, dude.
You see the ogre. No more food. Get in my belly.
It's kind of ripped.
Makes me think of Austin Powers.
Well,
And
my
then I still
dwarven,
have
back
my
dwarven,
movement,
back
right?
dwarven, back ribs.
And then I have my movement.
35 feet of movement. Yeah, yes you do.
So I'm gonna back it up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then 35. Right next to this other caged guy.
Okay.
It's saving time.
You bring it over to that caged individual, which, as you have arrived by this caged individual, you currently see, by the way, those people are not individual people. They are families.
Oh, okay, thank God. There's more people.
That is a series of humans. You see a man, his wife, and their 3 children. There's an older daughter and then twin sons that are there. You see the father goes, "Sir, let us out, please. I can get through. I can open the cages of the others if you're going to kill these ogres, but free us."
Is that a free action?
No.
Give me a second.
Okay. And that's your turn? All right, the ogres are up next. Pultra, start with you.
Don't do it.
A 17 to hit.
Gosh darn it. Shield.
8 plus
never
4,
mind.
12.
I'm a marshal.
12 points of piercing damage.
Gosh darn it, dude.
As the ogre on her knees puts a big ogreish hand on your shoulder and goes and stabs you with a spear through your shoulder.
Gosh darn it, dude.
That's going to
I'm
be
just gonna
her turn.
remember this time,
The free ogre is going to rush at...
This one?
No. That one is going to try to deadline it for Varys. So 40 feet of movement in that direction.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Go ahead and use an action and dash.
How
Get right up to him. As he's running, give me more food. Gish. He gets right up on you. The other one's going to go ahead and use her interaction to grab her axe out of the stone and is going to roll a wisdom check. At disadvantage because of the nature of the fight.
She's a dummy.
Well, that causes for the negative that she has to this roll, but 7 minus 2, I think. Yeah, minus 2. So, with a 5, her mind is only focused on the sharping pain that just pierced her shoulder, which seemed to have come from a little tiefling girl. So this one's going to move in your direction.
Girl. Alright. 5, 10. Oh god, 15, 20, 25. She's right
She just
there.
hits. She's going to go ahead and swing with her great axe. It's going to be a 12. Or sorry, 14, but still misses. So as the axe comes down, you sidestep out of the way and see the axe head slam into the dirt at your side. And you're like, with the giant ogre barreled down on you. Misery, you are up. Poultry, you're on deck. Nephis, you're on the trail.
If I were to disarm, would that be like an advantage because she's so close to me?
Actually, no. Firing in melee distance is considered disadvantage.
Then I'm using my short sword.
But you could lay down, go prone, and then get neutral, because laying down gives you advantage.
Yeah, then she can fucking push. Alright, I'm gonna use my my short sword.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
Wait, didn't you say for the gun, if it's closer, there's a chance to misfire?
Disadvantage. You have disadvantage on all ranged attack rolls within melee distance.
But what if I were to use Deadeye, that would just cancel it then, wouldn't it?
Technically. I still don't understand the concept of giving disadvantage for guns, but I haven't decided how I want to rule that yet. I just know that ranged attack rolls in melee distance are a disadvantage. I'm working off of that until I figure this out. There's just no conceivable reason why you can't point a firearm at a giant hulking ogre belly and press fire. So you know what? But it would be the same thing as with a longbow. I think the reasoning behind it is because it's harder to actually get the gun to point it at it, because they have the chance to push it out of the way. Because you're within melee distance. That's my reasoning. So that's what we're going to stick with until I maybe outmaneuver myself.
Alright.
Deanie makes me, gaslights me with
the rule
rules.
of 20 or something? Rule of 26 or something?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where they keep people a certain distance away, because if they're not, they can rush you within that time and get you with a knife. And it's the same deal, like with a gun. Like you couldn't draw a gun fast enough if someone was close enough.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Prevent you.
Makes
I
sense.
got 14.
That hits.
9.
9 points of damage. Okay, you slice the big old tummy of this she-ogre. That's your action.
Oh, I have a bonus action, huh?
You do have a bonus action to movement.
But I can't move across her, huh?
You could
Try.
You could try. I will say it would use your bonus action in your movement. I will be willing to let you try an acrobatics roll or an athletics roll to get past her.
I'll do some flips.
Make an acrobatics roll. Wait, are you like trying to flip over? That would be athletics to flip. If you're like trying to flip over her.
No, if she's trying to can I just roll
Yeah, that would be acrobatics. There we go.
Okay, well I got that 20.
Perfect. You roll straight through her legs, so you can put your miniature behind her.
What the hell? What kind of ninja shit?
And then that's my turn.
Okay. That is, we'll say for the sake of it, as the axe head's slamming down, you actually roll past the attack and then behind her and slash across her back.
Okay.
Poltra, you are up. Nephis, you're on deck. Varys, you're on the trail. What do you do?
I want to grab this ogre. It's an ogre. It's a giant.
It's an ogre.
It's an ogre.
Ogres are considered giant by classification.
By the face, and I want to headbutt it with my horns, dude.
As an attack?
Uh-huh.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Doing all far away. Making the woman do all the work.
A 14 plus with bonuses. Is that
What's the dice that you're be rolling for this damage?
D6.
Watch.
Just
We're all
1d6?
D6 plus
killing all
Plus
the
your strength.
goblins.
So, Poltra, you grab this ogre by the
Goodness,
long,
bro.
blackened hair, pulling on both sides. Varys, you see from quite a distance away, and stabs two massive bovine horns into the eye sockets of this ogre.
Oh my god.
The ogre doesn't
bed.
have a chance to scream or roar in
Go to
pain.
bed.
Just a quick sound of silence before the weight drops down. I need you to make an a strength saving throw to not be pulled down. I can tell you do not want to roll a natural 1.
That sounds awful, dude.
What'd you roll?
Because I rolled a 6.
Okay, you are knocked prone with the weight of an ogre falling with your horns embedded inside of her. The horns are not broken, so you
I'll
pull the
take
horns
that.
out.
Oh shit, that would have been.
weapons.
You rolled a natural 1, your horns would have broken.
I have to wait for them to grow back, dude. But it's been.
That ogre's dead, so you can knock that ogre over, and it would take half your movement to get back up. I wouldn't You didn't fling her! You just stabbed her in the face!
Nick wants
Oh,
to
look,
force
yeah,
one.
they're cuddling.
It's like an anime fight, dude.
No. And it takes half your movement to get back up. You still have a movement and a bonus action.
Well, I'm gonna use my movement to get up.
Okay, half your movement spent getting up.
And then I'm gonna go. Who looks like they're more in trouble? You look pretty confident right
I'm
now.
pretty fine.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
good.
5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And then I've got a bonus action,
You do.
which I can. Hang on, let me double check something real quick here, my good sire.
You know what I have for my last note?
Huh.
I said,
Where'd it
Nephis
go?
is heading into the cave. Hopefully he'll tell us what he saw.
Darn it.
Hopefully he doesn't lie to us.
Well, that went out the
First thing you say
window.
is, hide!
What?
Nice, dude. I'm gonna use my bonus action on my last spell slot to cast Hunter's Mark on that one.
On the ogre.
Yeah.
Okay, the ogre's been, you see a burning symbol of the Hammer of Tyr that ingrains itself onto
Can
the
I
neck of
burn
that
it into
ogre.
his forehead?
No.
Darn it, dude.
No.
That'd be so cool.
That's so weird.
What?
Burning sigils into people's
Like a
forehead?
target, dude.
Jesus. That's not the point. It's not a target.
Well, I mean, it's Hunter's Mark.
Roll a d20. On a roll of 10 or above, you win.
Ah, the gods, they don't will it.
I left it up to the fate, guys.
Got a 3.
Alright, on the neck. For
Alright, alright.
Thank you, dice
On the
gods.
side of the neck.
Thank you, dice gods.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay. Nephis, you're up. Varish, you're on deck.
Alright. I'm going to come out of the cave a little bit.
Okay.
5,
You're just so
10,
far away.
15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb on this fucking ogre.
Okay, make your attack roll.
And I'm going to cast acid damage.
Okay.
Iron him, singe him.
It misses.
Kill him.
It is a 11.
11 just hits.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
These are big blubbery ogres. Go ahead and roll damage.
3d8. 2. Well, that was an aggressive roll.
Oh, what was it?
A 7.
9.
Cox, no, is it Cox?
17
Is it not
damage.
Cox? That's
Nice.
not Cox.
17?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. The orb of acidic energy hits this ogre in the back, flashing across, searing, bubbling, caustically. The ogre is still alive, just starting to look decently injured. That is your action, your movement. Is that all you can do?
I'll go 5. Oh, wait, yeah, that was all my movement.
Okay. Varys, you're up.
Go off,
I'm gonna open
bro.
Use your action to open the cage. Okay. Use your.
That's a whole action.
Well, there's things that you have to undo from the cage, I was going to say. So, if you want to use your action to
Little
open
bit
the
of a
cage, you may. If not,
process.
you have an ogre on you, I get it. It's your choice.
Free the family. Unless you
What
don't
if a
want
kid
to.
gets
Can I
hurt?
attempt to grapple the ogre?
You?
Good luck.
I have bull strength.
Yeah, oh yeah, he does.
You can try. I'll say you can try. With your bull strength.
Do you have to be? Can you grapple something if it's a size larger than you?
What is it? Is it athletics?
Target must be no larger than one size bigger than you.
Okay, yes, you can.
Yeah.
That's good to know, dude.
It is a contested athletics check. It's athletics versus athletics. Which you have advantage on.
Okay. She start. My highest roll was a 6.
some bad news.
Today will go down in history as the day that 3 children learned about the mythic tale of Old Man Strength.
Oh no.
The ogre rolled a 5.
No.
Natural 1 plus 4. So,
Nice.
because of the natural 1,
My God.
the ogre goes and begins to start the downswing with its mighty club, and you are able, you actually are able to, with your shield, you deflect the club, throwing it onto the ground, and as it goes downwards, you immediately run in with your bull strength, and you pick the ogre up and drop it onto the ground, and have one of its legs held that has it grappled. You just suplex this ogre. So go ahead and put the ogre prone.
You're fucking pitting it right
Go ahead and put the ogre prone in like UFC. Give yourself a point of inspiration for that. You see the little kid go, oh wow, I want to do what he's doing. Other one's like, Mom, can you sign me up for that adventure camp? Okay. Fuck me. That's your action.
My last thing is I'm gonna look over at Pultra.
Get over here.
I'm on the way. I'm coming right now.
Okay. That is
Paula,
your turn. The ogres are up next. So we're gonna start with Misery. Get an attack roll. That is an 18, so that does hit. And that is 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
The axe comes down and slashes against your shoulder. It does cut pretty deep for an axe swung by a giant, but not deep enough to deal any significant harm. So we can go ahead and turn that ogre around. The other ogre is going to use... He has 0 movement. Actually, he has 0 movement, so he is just going to club you. Not that kind of club.
A disadvantage?
Because he's prone. How does a 12 sound?
Isn't it?
So, as the club comes flying in your direction, you just dodge under it because you're range of motion. Ogres aren't the most nimble of creatures. Misery, you are up.
I'll use my revolver, but I will use Deadeye.
Go for it. You have a flat attack roll.
God, I keep on thinking that's a 1. Jesus Christ. It's a 16.
That hits. Roll damage.
Right. Well, I got 5.
Okay, you fire a bullet, a loud cacophonous bullet
Oh no.
into her stomach.
You alerted all the rats and the goblins in the back that
Oh, that happened a while ago.
Yeah, remember
That
how we're
happened like
deaf?
2 rounds ago. What they're doing, that's a great question, though. What the other goblins are doing is also a good question.
They're walking towards us right now because they're retired.
Hopefully they're leaving. No, there's more.
You see
goblins
the
in
little
that.
kid? Mama!
There's-
Misery! Oh god!
This way.
Barry! No!
This way is retired goblins. This way is deadly rats and goblins.
No, that's the
God.
water.
Okay,
That's
This
the water.
way is the deadly rats.
that is your
and goblins.
action, Misery. Is there anything else you'd like to do? In
I didn't go down that way.
Well, yes.
Misery turned into a dude?
I'll use second wind.
This is despair. Okay, you use second wind, so go ahead and roll a d10 plus your fighter level for health.
That's a 12. So, I mean, I don't get temporary health.
Nope.
So, I'm at full.
Cool. Pultra, you are up.
I'm gonna go the rest of the way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
That puts you right on the ogre. You have advantage because the ogre is on the floor.
Nice.
Being suplexed.
Eesh. Wait, is that? Oh, no auto crit. No auto crit. That's
No, it's not incapacitated or paralyzed.
fine, man. That's gonna be a.
Or sorry, it's just not paralyzed or... Yeah, just not paralyzed.
Bada bing. Bada boom. Oh my goodness gracious. 6, 7 plus 4 is 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then.
So 11 points of damage.
And then.
The maul slams against an arm, breaking bone.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really much else I can do right now. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Nephis, you are up. Varys, you're on deck.
I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead on the prone.
Okay.
ogre.
Got a wisdom save, which is a 19 minus 2, so 17.
All passes.
Okay, so nothing happens. That is your action.
Then I am going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
I would say an ogre is difficult terrain to walk over.
So like
So that'd
15,
be 15
and then 20,
and 25.
25, 30, and then I'll stand here.
All right. You clamber over the dead ogre, the ogress, with your movement, and then use your action.
The ogress.
Glad that landed well. Varys, you're up. Come on, John Jones. What are you doing?
Don't hurt the ogress.
Sock him in the
We got
face.
Kimbo Slice over here.
Just make sure.
Old man Hulk Hogan.
Henry's just sitting.
Macho Man, Randy Savage. What do you do?
Flip him! Top out!
You should jump into like the elbow.
Grabs the mic.
Guys! This August cheated on his wife, so I'm gonna hit him with a chair.
What do you do? Okay. You probably have a better spell, I think. Cantrip. Nice cantrip.
Oh, really?
That burns people with a sacred fire.
I think I have just the thing.
That he would have disadvantage on the saving throw because he's prone.
Sacred flame. Need fire.
Okay.
It's what is it? Just a dex save?
It is. Rolls a 4. That's a d8 of, I think, holy damage? Radiant?
Holy damage! That's a lot.
A d8 of radiant damage.
Yes.
Roll your damage.
2 radiant.
Okay, ogres are up next. We got an attack on you. That is a 25 to hit.
What the hell?
And you know how I felt, dude.
And it's going to be 16 points of slashing damage this time. Axe hit. That's an ouchie.
Are you down? Nice.
This time the axe slashes across like the side of your abdomen with like a wide swing and catches you off guard, dealing a pretty grievous wound. The other one's going for Pultra at disadvantage for a 15.
That's exactly it. Does
Okay,
that count?
that hits.
God damn it, dude. I'm not gonna dodge a single one of these.
And with a
You're telling me.
with a great club, you are going to take 2d6 plus 4. So 9 points of bludgeoning damage from the great clubs. It slams up into your face, hitting you in your nose. That's going to be the ogre's turn. So Misery, you are up. Pultra's on deck.
I'm gonna fuck her with my short sword. Fuck her up, not F her with my short sword.
Start stabbing. Go for it. Melee tackle.
Alright. No.
Is that a natural 1?
No.
I mean, you'd rather roll a natural 1 on this than with your gun. So, your fist hits the big bulbous stomach of this ogress, and as your hand ricochets off, as your hand bounces off with recoil, the blade goes flying and clatters into the ground behind you.
Which square?
Directly behind you.
50 feet
About
away.
15 feet away.
That's a far fucking.
Well, I'm gonna go run and try to get my blade back.
He gets an opportunity of attack.
He would. You're gonna risk it.
That's fine.
Rolls a 14.
Woo! Alright.
What's your AC?
10, 17.
17.
Damn. what the
Pultra.
fuck?
Yeah. Damn, 15. Alright.
Oh, is it because you're? Is it based off Dex?
I'm gonna attack this fool.
Go for it. You have advantage?
Oh, come on, dude. Give me a crit, bro. Give me a crit, dude. We're waiting for
You
a
missed
crit
it. They rolled a
tonight.
25.
It's a
so it's gotta be
17 with
Okay.
bonuses.
You got cut.
Give me high numbers.
You're the only
Hey,
person
there
that's
we
got
go.
injured, I think,
6
so far.
plus
Keep
Nate's
it
got
on,
an injury.
yeah.
Have you?
plus 3,
No.
11.
You have
plus
to
three.
yeah.
You look like
14
like
plus
fucking
4 is 18
Chad
points of
Screamer
damage.
right now. when you
On
make
that
saves.
hit.
I think I heard 3 dice being rolled.
Yeah, because I have Hunter's Mark and then
Thank God.
That is right.
I'm
So
just glad I
18.
went with my short sword instead of my revolver. I would have broken my gun.
Okay, 18 points of
And then
damage.
Let me
You need to
double
like
check.
raise your eyebrow.
No, that would make
one
sense.
eyebrow.
If I want to do, I
can't
literally don't
raise
even
one
think I
eyebrow.
have anything I can do under bonus action.
I can't do both.
I don't think so either.
Raise one, though.
Yeah.
So that's your turn?
Wait, can I use
Smolder.
can I use lay on hands a bonus action or is that
Nope,
an action?
that's an action.
That
Slash
is
mode.
my turn then.
Nephis. Nephis, you're up. Varys, you're on deck.
Go,
Which-
go.
Okay, well. Do you look he looks fucked
My
up.
mom.
She looks fucked
I
She
mean,
up.
just took a big hit.
I still have plenty health. I got plenty-ish.
Okay, you know what happened. There we go.
How does that ogre look, by the way?
Pretty wounded.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes, they both actually look pretty wounded.
We got Shrek Pin. Fiona's doing whatever she's doing.
There you go.
I'm gonna hold back on this one.
10.
That was a good one. That was solid.
15, 20, 25, 30. And I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb on this one.
Okay.
Is that a cantrip?
No, it's his last first level spell slot.
12.
12 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Dave, you just got her back and now you're gonna get her front.
Is it same acid damage?
You what?
Is it the same acid damage?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I just been
9.
9 points of damage. Alright. The ogre's looking a lot more wounded
And I'm
than
gonna
she
shout
was.
something at him.
Okay.
What, are you too scared to face a man?
What language do you speak
Common.
this in? Okay. We'll get to her response in just a moment. Varys.
There's go.
Now, you have done absolutely nothing to help this whole fight. I just hope you know that.
He saved a guy.
He's pinned.
What guy?
This guy. And then
Katray-
he dwarf. And then he suplexed him.
Did
I've
Katray...
done the most.
Dude, Katray closed his eyes when we fought the goblins.
What did you do
and then
Do something cool, man. Do something
I
cool.
know what I'm used to.
Drop a nuke. Drop a nuke.
That just shows that Varys punches up, not down. Varys is a man of integrity.
Drop a nuke. Drop a nuke.
He's a holy man. A godly
What do you
man.
do?
I cast nuke on whole place. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna use my healing word at a second level towards misery.
What is your word of healing? Towards misery.
You may be a violent person, but Elbath loves all.
No, healing word.
You feel a warmth as the wound against your side begins to close itself.
What am I?
Does that count?
Yeah, that counts, dude. Fuck it.
Okay. 4 and then plus
Yes.
5, so 9. You get 9 after that.
All right.
It's not great, but it's
And that's your bonus action. So you still have an action.
You could try to break the cage again.
No, I'm holding this guy pinned right now.
I'm surprised you didn't go for more jujitsu.
Are you just gonna sit still?
I'm in a sacred flame.
Okay. Rolls a unnatural 1. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yikers.
Finish
You're
it.
actually hurting someone? Something.
Yeah. I'm pacifist towards humans. I don't give a shit
And
about whatever
goblins
these
too.
guys are. That's yeah, no, because I look at goblins as people. That's
But not ogres?
4 radiant.
Well, ogres are classified as giants. Goblins are classified as humanoids, so he's not that far off.
I thought they were goblinoids.
Yes, they are goblinoids, but they're small humanoids.
Children.
Specifically goblinoids.
They're children.
What'd you roll for damage?
Why? Because they have pointy ears?
4 radiant damage.
I think because they're tiny.
Well, he has pointy ears. I thought maybe he could like
Oh,
humanize
that's the
the
semblance. It's
goblins.
the elf.
Yeah.
It's the elf in you. Way to go, buddy.
They have pointy ears.
Yeah.
Do they?
Killing the fuck out of
What was the damage?
4.
4 points of damage. Okay. Ogres are up next.
What?
Due to your challenge,
I'm not damaged.
the ogre is going to run at you and make a
Yeah, I
spicy
know you
axe
can do it.
attack.
Does somebody have to
I know
run
you
past
can
me
do it.
then?
It's going to move
You
right
just don't
next to
want
you
to, bro.
because
That's the
there should
But
be
no area of.
not.
But see, they have to go through the cave.
But that
right?
he'll get too close to me.
Okay.
He won't leave your. He won't leave your
So,
opportunity.
yeah,
attack.
the ogress will not leave your
Dang it.
melee
Oh,
range.
like that.
Well, she doesn't
No,
even have to do
she'll
that.
enter
She
it,
just
but
can't
she won't-
move your.
She won't.
She'll
leave
enter your
it
range. She just can't leave it now.
because I'm close enough to
So
you.
now I have
where-
to attack her?
No,
No,
so
no,
she's
no.
going to still move up to Nephis,
Oh.
but because she's still within melee distance, she hasn't
Yeah,
broken that, so
yeah.
you don't get the opportunity just yet.
until she's away from you.
It's going to be a 10 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, Torch.
Jeez.
You are able to dodge out of the way of this mighty ogress from hitting you.
She's looking pretty effed up.
Varys, you're getting a club. He's sick and tired of being wrestled down by Grandpa. How does an 11 sound?
Doesn't hit.
Bastard.
You deflect it with your mighty shield. You old, tough bastard. Misery, you're up.
Well, since I'm near my short sword, I'm gonna
Where was
attack
that
with
last
my
campaign?
short sword again.
Okay, you
Where
could
was
if you
that
wanted
last
to
campaign?
maneuver
Where was
around to
it?
get
Yeah,
flanking.
where was
That
it?
would give you advantage if you get behind.
Oh,
If
okay.
you get behind the ogre. Yeah, and then go ahead and make an attack roll with advantage. Poultry, you're on deck.
It's specific towards the cleric piece.
Well, alright. 12 or 14.
That hits. Roll damage.
8. Oh no, sorry, 10.
Okay. She's starting to look really wounded. And that should be your turn. So Poultry, you're up.
I'm gonna. I hope I finish this guy that's down, dude. I want to hit him again. Hit him again. We're gonna keep freaking hammering him until he doesn't exist anymore, dude. 17 with bonuses.
That hits.
Nice. It's gonna be yucky dice. Double yucky dice. Oh my goodness gracious. 4, 5, 6. 10 points of damage.
What's the damage?
And that is my turn.
Okay.
Please die.
No. Not yet. Nephis, you're up.
I'm going to look at this ogre in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say to her, "You've done all you can. You were meant to die here. Don't regret." And then I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead.
Okay. We have a wisdom save. That is a cocked roll. We roll a 2. So that is a failure. She's going to take damage, so it is a
Go.
D12.
Come on.
Roll a
Knock her
12.
over.
Roll a 12.
Knock her over.
It's cocked. That's cocked. Someone look. It's cocked.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay, go ahead and re-roll.
A 10.
Okay. The ogre falls.
Belly
On
up.
top of.
We'll see. Nope. Falls to the right. Falls to the right in a just a sudden clamber. Drops to her knees. The axe drops to the floor, and you see the eyes roll to the back of the head. She begins to seize as the necromantic
That's kinda
energy
cool,
is
wasn't it?
riddling
A little
through
bit.
her ogre brain, and she falls to the ground, bleeding
How
from
does
multiple orifices
that
across her
happen?
face. That ogre looks pretty messed up, so that would put us at Varys.
Finish it.
finish it.
Finish him! Touch him, Varys! With your mighty fist!
How low does he look?
Low.
Enough to punch him.
Pretty low. He looks like as low as the floor.
To the window, to the wall.
There's no sweat, and it's not dripping down.
Dislocate his leg.
Break his clavicle! He's over here like that guy in the Karate Kid. Get a body back! Alright, you're up.
So, I'm going to. I'm gonna pull my long sword.
Okay.
Hit him with the old stabby stab.
Okay. You have advantage because he's prone. But he's no longer grappled.
But he's no longer grappled.
Because you're stabbing him.
Right.
But you have advantage
Shut up.
because he's prone.
I'll do it ugly. Does that count? No?
No, he just dropped it.
Damn, it was a 19.
You have advantage though.
Oh, shit. Hey, that's pretty not okay. That's proficient 12. It's a 12.
Nice.
That hits.
Oh,
Roll damage.
And then what is it? That was
It's either a D10 or a D8 if you're using one hand, or a D10 if you're two-handing it. You have your shield on, so you can only one-hand it.
D8 it is. I could just Sacred Flame. That's so much easier.
An 8
Oh, 7.
plus. Your
Are you
strength.
proficient?
You said 7 points of damage?
I am proficient, but you just add your like, strength to it.
Right,
It's a 7.
7. I think the Sacred Flame would have been cool, but you wouldn't have had a nice how would you like to do it following the Sacred Flame as you would have had with your longsword. So you clamber onto this ogre after completely
Through the heart.
humiliating and emasculating this ogre in front of all of his ogre friends. How would you like to do it?
Once I get up and
Holter's just been slamming his head in with a maul. So it's all bloody and like messed up and eyes swollen. There's cuts everywhere.
I'm going
Still
to
going?
I pull my sword out and with my shielded hand I'll grab my
Holy symbol.
holy symbol and I'll put my sword in the air and then Death, guide this blade, and then I'm gonna slam it down into their throat.
Go straight through the throat. You hear the blood fills up the throat cavity and the esophagus, coming out of the wound where the sword is penetrated, coming out of the mouth. As you pull the blade out, gurgle of blood and air mixing into this open wound is disgusting to say the least. But the ogre dies. Fortunately, the ogre does die.
One time.
With that, the last of the present creatures have been slain.
Including the goblins that were in the tunnels.
They were the
We
one
killed
that
the
charged.
goblins
Well,
outside.
the other goblins, we don't know where they're at.
I know where the goblins are at. There were goblins that way,
goblins?
and there were goblins this way.
Wait,
but
so are you telling us that right now?
everyone, the enemy goblins were down that tunnel.
You see one of the guys in one of the cages gets up. He is a
More goblins.
tiefling, actually. He is a young male, like a young man tiefling. He goes up and says, "Hey, how about you get us out of these cages and we just run for the wind? We got families in here, man!"
How about you be a little bit more fucking grateful after we just saved your ass? Just kidding. I didn't say that. Yeah. I didn't say that.
You roll a thank you.
Can you roll a thank you check, please?
This guy looking real.
You see the man who was talking to you was like, "Please let us out. Come on, we could go. All of us. We could just leave. Nightstone's just a mile away. You came from Nightstone, did you?"
I'm gonna walk over this way.
We did.
Yeah, I'll be reloading my guns while I'm walking over.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, how about we just free this guy right here, get him to free his friends, and we can go make sure the rest of the cave is safe.
Sounds good.
And I'm cleaning the blade with
Okay.
the little rag. That's
So you free the first family, the one that you were talking to.
yeah.
Okay, so you free the first family. The father steps out, grabs your hand. Godric Holvarn, thank you. I'll get the others free. We'll be right outside.
Alrighty, so
Please hurry. We're defenseless. We'll need you.
Lickety split.
And they go and he frees the rest of the families. They start making their way out. As you guys make your ways down the tunnels to check, the tunnels are empty. There are footprints that lead out the exit where the stream is. That indicates that upon hearing sound, the goblins fleed with everything they could. Off of the different piles that were around, any of the valuables that they would have thought worth bringing with them, and a series of weaponry that seemed to be missing from the weapon racks. They left behind crude items, nothing really worth of value. They just cleared out as best they could, bringing every man, woman, and child. Not to risk extinction.
Well,
That's unfortunate.
they made a smart decision on their end. Yeah. There's nothing down any of the other caves? No?
Down the other cave, so there is 2 other tunnels that you could go ahead
Isn't this
and
one, right?
check. Yeah, now with those tunnels, there is a series of, like, another set of, like, those cave tunnel that have the spiderweb looking labyrinthine look to it. There does appear to be a sound of water, like running water coming from that side. And then the other tunnel leads to a fissure, so like a pit.
Can I take a look at that?
Yeah, it's a giant pit.
Can I tell what's down there? It's dark?
Yeah, it's about 20 feet deep, so it's a pit.
While he's doing that, can I just walk?
Does it smell like poop?
No,
It's
no,
not a
it's not the
pit.
refuse pit. No, they poop on a pile, not in a pit.
Can I be just walking towards the exit, like just to meet up with the families? Because I don't want them to just
Yeah,
be, like,
you see,
unsafe.
moving towards the families, you're able to see that there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 families in total.
Damn.
There's 6 families, a priest, and 6 unarmed guards who have been captured
What's
by
up
these
with
goblins
this
and
pit?
ogres. There's a large coterie of different people.
Okay, so I'm outside with them, just kind of like scoping the area.
What the hell do they use this pit for?
No, it's just a natural pit.
Oh.
Yeah, you haven't played Minecraft before? Sometimes
go to the
the
bottom
tunnel
of
goes
it.
to a pit.
They have a poop
What?
pit.
It's just 20 feet. There's nothing there.
At all.
It's just an empty pit.
Even below the dirt.
I don't think we want to start digging.
Why'd you put that pit there, dude? There's a reason. Game devs don't just put random pits.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
jump
you
in the
live in a
pit.
cave, dude, it's probably fun to just start digging holes. Like, that's what I would do.
No.
Just dig.
Well, yeah,
If
you have
Katrina
nothing
was
else to do when you're on the
start
ground.
digging.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
Nah.
Yeah, gather the gold that's outside.
Check on the dwarf.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd like to even the ones that lived in here. They were gone. The friendly.
Yeah,
ones.
they grabbed all they could.
How much
What about this tunnel? Did we
gold
check
was
this tunnel?
on the floor?
Yeah, that was the one with the other set of cavern tunnels that has the water in it.
Oh,
Yeah, we should check on that dwarf.
yeah. Let's check the.
Can I
Yeah,
give him-
he's
I wanna-
very burnt.
I'm gonna give him. Can I give him?
He's very
all-
wounded. In fact, the priest is by him. The priest looks to you because I imagine you stayed with him.
Yeah.
And he looks to you and he goes, "My name's Hyrule Mistrum. Oh, gods. Lathander, please save this poor soul.
Not like that.
Morak is a good man. Please don't let him die. This is Morak Urgrey. He owns the tavern back at Nightstone.
Oh man. Can I,
Please, is there anything you can do?"
I had a feeling he had some importance.
am I nearby?
I know
Sure.
some things.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
I know some.
Dude, I want to do lay on hands, dude.
Okay, how much health would you like to give?
10.
You give him 10 health? That's your own.
Well, I don't think he has that much HP.
He'll be alright.
Exactly, dude. So he's gonna get extra years back on his.
There's probably something else you need to do, like greater restoration or something.
He'll just be a
No, he doesn't have
cripple.
any afflictions.
We call this reverse tuberculosis.
I give him 6 health.
Okay. A lot of the burn wounds begin to heal. Not all of them go away. He's gonna have some pretty nasty scars across his body that are present.
God damn it.
And after the healing, he's actually able to talk a little bit more. And
Thank you. I was on that fire. All I heard was clanking and orcs, ogres roaring.
Thank God he didn't see. Yeah, thank God I was invisible. He
He
didn't
said all
see
I
me.
did was cool.
He didn't see me watch him fucking burn to
If
death.
there was. If I was there just a second longer, you would have died. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad we got him off.
Thank you.
Thank God I did my due diligence.
You gotta talk to him. Dude. Saying thank you to you.
He thanked you, bro. You in a way are the
I'm
hero.
just
of this
looking at the sky.
you're looking at the ceiling of the
Of the
cave.
He just wants to look cool. Just let him look cool.
You all gather outside the tunnel. All the villagers are around.
Do you know how much gold was on the floor?
I do, and as you're picking it up, I'm going to roll a perception check real quick. Disadvantage, because I imagine that Morak would not have enough time to fully see this while you're picking up the last of the gold. And he does not. In total, that cave had 12 gold, 55 silver, and 87 copper.
I'm gonna pick up the golden holy symbol that was there, though.
It was inlaid with gold, but it's a holy symbol of Sylvanas.
How much is it worth?
It's worth 25 gold.
Wait, it was 12. Oh god, it was 12 gold.
12 gold, 55 silver, and 87 copper.
Of Sylvanas, you said?
Of Sylvanas, yes.
That you guys are aware we grabbed.
At least I got some loot before everything happened.
However, you guys notice one of the kind of older men of this group steps forward. He's a human male, Tetherian human male, and he looks as you're picking up coins and goes,
That's his chest.
"All the goblins ran out of that cave here in a clank. That clank's out here. How'd this get out here?"
You're alive, aren't you?
He's gonna roll an investigation check.
I hope it fails.
Can I roll a minor illusion to make the chest seem less clanky?
Is all you do.
No, it had a bunch of contents in it.
This guy's about to get pissed as fuck, dude.
He looks and he
You
goes,
helped him do it.
he looks at it and goes,
You helped him do it.
and looks over at Morak as he's walking out.
I'm gonna snitch you out, dude.
He almost burned alive!
How dare you accuse the people that just saved you? Where's
Was
your
it
proof?
you?
Where's your proof? How dare you accuse me?
Oh man, dude. This is a bold
Does a
play.
19 hit.
Hit? Yeah.
Yeah. He punches you across the face.
That's
you take
fine.
2 points of damage. And you see other villagers go to restrain him and go, "Zolf, no, hey! Cool it down! We're alive, everyone's okay!" He goes, "I'll fucking kill you!" He goes, "I swear, he almost burned alive! You ungrateful bastards! You thieves!" And they're like dragging him off. And you can see one of the other guys comes up, like the guards are the ones pulling him off. Someone goes, okay, thank you. Everyone is frustrated, we get it. Fine, now is not the time to start ripping people to shreds, okay? A day ago we had boulders in the sky. Someone knock him out if we have to. I'm sorry. Thank you.
I understand emotions are high. I would feel...
No, you're still a piece of shit.
For what?
Thank you.
For what?
We're not stupid, okay?
Dude.
We might live on a farm, but we're not fucking idiots.
Dude.
You're a piece of shit.
With what?
You and your group. You are all fucking assholes,
What?
okay?
What? Dude, they don't have any proof. I was invisible. They don't fucking
Who
know.
is this guy? Well. I mean, they didn't see it happen, but it's like what evidence the crime is right there. There's a chest and money on the floor.
Yeah, he's pretty heated.
Yes, the townspeople are pretty heated.
Well, they're
But I mean,
Morak.
they're alive, aren't they?
Morak is a very well-loved member of Nightstone.
And he's alive?
Listen,
I
that's,
should have.
And
that's
almost
part of-
horribly disfigured.
that's part of
Their
the
emotions
town's
are pretty
wealth.
heightened. But
I didn't put him there.
outside of the insensitivity, all the emotions aside, you guys are able to safely make your way back to
I'm gonna create problems.
Nightstone. You are causing some issues here, buddy. You guys make it back to Nightstone. You see Zephyros' tower up in the sky. It terrifies a lot of the villagers. And unfortunately with this group, because you have failed to appease them, there is actually a component to Nightstone's rescue. You were able to appease the guards that you saved by successfully getting rid of the
They got no
Zentaro.
proof.
And you did not appease this group, so it's a very uncomfortable departure with Nightstone. You get the rest of the people there. The reputation of what might leave from Nightstone, you worry, is going to be a bit of mixed reviews. But you did do good. Fortunately, everyone is still alive. Despite the nuances of the complications and a lot of the benefit that you still reaped from this adventure and having a lot of extra money on your hands that you did not have a week before.
Hey, but we made it big. We got money.
You guys are able to ascend the Tower of Zephyros, which
So he wasn't napping.
he was not napping. A clouded stairway raises itself up to the tower that's 600 feet above the sky, or above the ground, and you are able to make your way. It's solid footing for the sake of being afraid, but is a height issue. If any of you are like terribly afraid of heights, I am sorry. You make it up safely, and you find a large, just a singular coned tower. That the spire of it is like a wizard's hat with stars and moons and all these different things on it. There's a little side part of the tower that goes up just a smidge. and we will continue with Zephyros' tower next session. That is where we will end off. So our peacekeepers have accomplished their first mission. And it did go successfully.
But it like blew up at the end there, yeah.
It went successfully with complications.
It's because I stole
The
the
adventuring
chance.
life is difficult, and it comes with a lot of decisions. The consequences of these decisions, you as the peacekeepers will live with through the remainder of the adventure. However, people are saved because of you. A town has not been exterminated because of you. With that, congratulations. And we finally get to truly begin what will be the full part of this adventure through the Storm King's Thunder, as you officially get involved with the greatest upheaval you will ever learn about, which we'll discuss next session.
Let's go.
I just need to be more sneaky.
Or just
Everybody,
save people
have a good
first, and then
night.
you
Good
just
luck with
grab
your
them.
weeks.
I wouldn't have had enough spell slots.
Have a good night.
If you had saved the people first, the treasure would have been gone.
Yeah.
The goblins took all the